Black Girl Podcast is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 20,000 classes in business, design, technology, and more. You can take classes in social media marketing, data science, mobile photography, creative writing. You name it, they've got it. So whether you're trying to deepen your professional skill set, start a side hustle, or just explore a new passion, Skillshare is there to keep you learning and thriving. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. Get 2 months of Skillshare for just 99 cents. That's right, Skillshare is offering Black Girl Podcast listeners 2 months of unlimited access to over 20,000 classes for just 99 cents. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/BGP. Again, go to Skillshare.com/BGP to start your 2 months now. That's Skillshare.com/BGP.
Black Girl Podcast, episode 46. I'm Scotty Beam.
I'm Safira M.
I'm Bex.
I'm Alicia P.
I'm Gia Peppers.
And we're here to give you the last episode of 2018.
Last.
How many episodes did we do this year?
7.
No.
Don't do that.
We was in here a lot.
Yes, we were. We talked a lot this year. I can count it. Hold on.
I was about to say something. They're going to be like 43.
Talk about
All the episodes in one
All
year.
right, since 16.
well, we've done at least 35 episodes.
Yes.
4. Because we've dropped 4.
Oh, at one time.
We
Jesus.
dropped 4 at once.
That was 2
was ambitious.
whole years
We were
ago.
We
2
wanted you guys to like us.
whole years ago.
You really like us.
He likes me. He really, really likes me.
Thanks, audience.
So what have you guys been up
Did
to
about
lately?
18.
Oh, yeah, let's do
18,
updates.
19
No, no, no
episodes
way,
this
no
year.
way,
Yes,
no,
we did.
no,
I
no.
just counted.
Not just 19.
Not just.
I believe it.
Yes, we some busy
I'm not-
people. What y'all
Don't put
talking
it
about?
past-
It feels
put it
like we
past
did
us.
way
I
more than
feel
that.
so much shade.
Why? We're very busy people, and our
busy,
our
yes.
listeners know that, and they still appreciate all the
Absolutely.
19.
Thank
Bye,
you
bye.
for supporting all of 19 this year.
Jesus Christ!
Updates.
We did a lot this last month, though.
Yeah.
In November.
All right.
Mm.
Okay.
December.
And we were
was in here
busy.
every week. I seen y'all every day.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, though, because remember, there was a point in time where we did see each other every single day.
Yes.
16 years.
Ready for updates? Who's going to start?
You go first.
I don't even know what's new. That's why I'm, like, looking
Right.
around the room, like...
Well, I went to Jamaica.
Yes,
It
you
was
did.
the greatest time in America. With not in America.
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica. In America. Everyone, please go to Jamaica. It's like so peaceful and so beautiful and so zen. And I was sitting in 88-degree weather with the sun just beaming on me, and I was all in the sun and the sand.
Sun and the
And we
sand.
celebrated Kadeen Ellis's 35th birthday. Who, if you guys follow that super popular couple from Brooklyn, the little Ellis family, the millennial parents on Instagram, those incredible people had a huge birthday outing for Kadeen. I went with Daniqua, who's the owner of Lit Brooklyn, one of my close friends, and we just had the time of our lives. I went to Pier 1. Yeah, Pier 1. I was dancing. I had a good time, and everybody just really, really, I think, were able to relax and kind of just kind of refocus. So, and Kadeen had a great time. The kids were there. They're the cutest things in the world. And so that was fun. And then
You
on
got Matt
Sunday-
Brown. Don't forget about your
I got a
tan.
great tan.
Yeah,
She showed us her
I'm
tan
blackity
lines.
black.
Shout out to Jamaica's son.
Shout out to
She
Jamaica's
is
son.
Scotty Beam. Don't make a face
Yes,
at
I
her.
did. I said,
Oh,
you black, girl.
All right.
You are black and tea black.
But
Jesus
I definitely
Christ.
needed to because I forgot how much Jamaica means to me. I think I've been moving so much that
What does it mean to you?
Jamaica has always been a place of peace and comfort for me, because growing up, my parents used to take us every single post holidays to right after Christmas to New Year. So we would stay
Wow.
from the 28th to the 5th and just go to Jamaica as a family. That was our time to really just be a family. So we went from the time we were 10 to 18. So I was 10 to 18, my younger siblings were not, but then college tuition kicked in, and it was real humble. It was humbling. So, we stopped going to Jamaica every year because college tuition. But, I forgot how much peace it brings to just be on a beach and not think about anything and, like, just breathe and really just have everything around you look like beauty, look like something God made, and, like, not actually be worried about anything. And I miss when Jamaica had no service. Like, now there's so much service. Like, I had to put my phone on airplane mode because I didn't even want to, like, care.
The minutes.
But now they have,
that's when the minutes really matter.
Right. But they actually, like, you can post from the beach. Like, when I first started going there, you had to, like, go to, like, one part of the hotel, like, the lobby.
To get Wi-Fi.
And then you had to get a Digicel, and you had to, like, really buy a calling card. Like, you had to really, really, like, make an effort to reach out to people. Like, we used to do it, and it would be a process. Now it's, like,
Wi-Fi.
Texting somebody, they're outside. Like, it's like a regular, I'm like, nah, bro, we need to not do this.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a great time. And then after that, I presented my first ever award at an award show at the Urban One.
Yes,
Awards, cool.
saw that. You look beautiful.
That was fun. It was fun. There was a lot of stuff that went down there, and I don't know when it airs. They didn't say like when it airs. They said 2019, but it was cool. Like it was a very, very fun moment for me because a lot of the people that I used to intern for, I was like walking the carpet with, and they were all like, "Yo, like we're so proud of you. What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Hey, I don't even know any like how this is happening right now," but it was just cool to be selected to do that when it was the first one in DC, and so I was the first person to present an award that night. So it was like really cool. DL Hughley was the host.
Hometown love.
Yeah, DL Hughley was the host.
You took that mic from him real smooth too.
You know,
To pass that shit
Yeah, it's
here.
like,
Thank you.
you for
your time, DL.
Thank you.
Right, it was very
Thank you for coming out.
smooth.
Goodbye.
Thank you for coming out.
Because-
Because in the back.
because they-
Treasures are in the
In the
back. Directly down this
I'll
aisle.
take over. You good?
Right.
You good?
I'll take things from here.
But they were calling my name, and they had started the show, but they didn't tell people in the back. Like, yeah, they didn't really tell people in the back. So people were like, oh. And then next thing you know, he's like, and we have rising journalist and DC native Gia Peppers. And I'm like, backstage, I was like, and then he was like, Gia Peppers. And then I walk out, and I'm like, hey. And he was like, oh, you were worth the wait. And I was like, Zonzo and Uncle Zion.
No.
I can and I won't.
Uncle and married.
He got a pass.
Yeah.
UNCLE.
A whole married and black love.
Right.
A whole marriage.
As well as Jay-Z's
No, I mean
444.
the black love show.
Wasn't he
was
also
on
in?
that.
He was in the 444
444
documentary
documentary.
too, talking
But I
about
Talking about
mean,
cheating on his wife.
He also
Don't quote me.
said that his children ain't shit. Like, he literally said that on stage.
Wow.
So
He's a comedian.
he's a comedian.
He's
Yes.
a comedian.
You know what I'm saying? He could do that. So, so it was really fun. I got to present Jade Nova.
I know my mother.
with-
No, I ain't shit. So,
Saturday.
so hey.
I got to present Jade Nova with the Digital Impact Award, and
Jade
it was super
Nova, I
cute.
love her
Super
so.
cute. We did a
That's
Beyonce
awesome.
video.
Oh.
Both of us with our accents.
Aw.
It is incredible. I have to show y'all after. It's
Yes.
great. So yeah, it was a cool night. Elle Varner performed. She has new music coming
Love her.
out.
Come
Elle
back,
is about to
sis.
be fired. Hopefully we can get her on the here. It was fun. We had a good time, and then I just came back to 38-degree weather, and it was
Beautiful.
real. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god.
To remember what the cold feels like.
Don't fly Caribbean Airlines or United on the way back. Thanks.
Not even United?
United on the
United
way
suck.
back was not cool.
United is not.
United is
No.
ethnic.
United is not it.
Caribbean Airlines sounds really.
JetBlue and Delta on the
No.
seaside.
Yes,
really late.
JetBlue,
JetBlue,
Delta,
it's-
and Alaska
I
are
don't
fire.
even think that
And
it's
Alaska
Delta for me.
bought Virgin. The only reason why I
Virgin's
like
really good too.
Virgin, they
Yeah.
got bought out by Alaska.
What?
Yeah, so that's
Oh yeah, that's right.
so that's why I
Hey JetBlue, it's only me, and it's
JetBlue
only
is, and JetBlue
you.
is doing
Carry
campaigns
on.
Okay.
For what?
for traveling,
They were doing
sending
who?
people out to things.
They're doing what?
JetBlue is doing influencer campaigns, so we love JetBlue.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
why I
would
was just talking to them.
love JetBlue to do things.
JetBlue is
things.
lit. JetBlue always has really
Snacks.
good snacks, but they also have flight deals sometimes.
Yes.
Like you
tell
fly to
y'all.
Jamaica for $150.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you real quick about my Caribbean Airlines experience, just so people understand. First of all, the plane we got on had to have been made in 1973.
Yeah,
like
that
I'm
sounds
pretty
right.
sure I saw a
Like
sticker
Wright
that said
brothers
"Made
age.
in." 1973. Yes. So I could feel the wind. Like it wasn't like
no.
there wasn't enough
No.
padding on the plane. I was like, oh
Deanna,
God.
yes, I know.
Then when I got on, I was thinking it was lit because there was nobody next to me, and then there was a man on the end. The man on the end kept like fidgeting the entire flight,
And that's
kept
not a
being
short
like,
flight.
and fidgeting. So I'm like, can I move? There are 4 open rows for extra leg room. You can't move there. No one sat there the entire
didn't pay
flight
extra
because you
for it.
didn't pay extra.
Yeah.
Then I had to turn my phone off in order for us to take off. And so I'm thinking, okay. Like, okay. They're like, everyone, please turn your phone off. We're about to take, that whole Jamaica thing. And I'm like, no, right, cute. That's cute. I'll turn my phone on airplane mode when we get in the air, like I always do, because I don't got no service once we get in the air. And they came back and waited for me to turn my phone off like it was 4th grade
Wow.
in Mrs. Dunn's class. Like, they was like, turn off your phone.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, y'all crazy.
what's
Y'all
happening?
crazy. And then you had to buy snacks
Oh my God.
and food. And like everything was just bad. It was, Caribbean Airlines is apparently better than Trinidad. Just don't fly Caribbean Airlines
I never
to
even
Jamaica.
heard of Trinidad Airlines.
Me neither.
No, Caribbean Airlines goes to Trinidad.
Oh, it's
apparently
better going there.
Yeah, because the next day they just canceled a flight completely. Like Khadija and everybody was waiting on family to get there.
Wow.
They canceled the flight
Wow.
and didn't even let her know. Like no email,
Wow.
no text. Like hey, like people got to the airport at 4:30 and they're like, oh no man, that flight's canceled. And they had to wait till like 4 o'clock to get on a flight.
It's triggering.
So I was like, hey, I want these lines.
In defense, though, a lot of these airlines are based in the islands. I'm not saying that doesn't mean that
this
you
one was
shouldn't.
owned and operated by Chinese.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. So never mind.
Chinese people do.
I mean,
own
there's
and
one-
operate a lot of things in the Caribbean. Okay?
Right.
There's one thing there. I get it, but I'm also like customer service.
Yeah.
You should send a text. Like, if my flight is canceled and
Yeah,
it's
that's
4:30,
crazy.
I shouldn't be
full
going to the airport.
Yeah.
Someone should have been like, "Hey, your flight is canceled. Go back to sleep." So I could
Or
sleep.
Go
figure
back
out
to
your
sleep.
living
Go back to sleep.
arrangements.
Right.
Where
Because
you
you done
living at?
wasted money.
Or rebook my flight.
Or
Like-
how about that? How about just rebook my flight?
Like with your sister airline.
Thank you. Somebody
Like-
Did
tweet
they ever
me.
get to
That's
make
crazy.
it though?
They did make it, but it was like they made it at 5 o'clock because they had to wait till 1. Like they were at the airport just waiting because they didn't want to go back home. I was like, ooh, child.
But I was gonna say
Get
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's based in the Caribbean, it's a lot to do with resources. So
Right,
like
for sure.
maybe if your plane was from 1973, is
Or
I-
Digicel doesn't have a group text feature.
Okay, well, what I do know is that
you're talking to Caribbean women. That's why
No.
we're like
I
sorry.
can't accept that only because Air Jamaica
Air
was
Jamaica.
so good.
They still got that?
No,
Sound like bad girl Riri. She's
No.
from Barbados.
the whole Air Jamaica was fire. Like that plane was fire, but they just lost money. People stopped using it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Who's next?
I don't really have no
I
updates.
don't know what to say.
All right. So then let's talk about.
I don't
the
like
year.
it.
My
okay.
nephew turned
What?
9.
Oh, happy birthday!
Look at the happiness.
How
on
do
your
you feel
face.
to be an nephew, an
How do you
auntie
feel
to
to be
a
a nephew?
nephew at one?
Perfect.
Isn't it cute at that age?
That's male energy.
Huh?
And I have male energy.
What are you, a fucking Kanye?
I'm like,
Child is
what's happening?
one.
No, it's just so interesting because, there's a lot of people and you would think a child of that age would be really overwhelmed and start crying and be irritated and agitated. And he was just like, okay. And that's you? And you? Okay. Just walking his little body. They went to
So cute.
a little gym in Roslyn
Oh
where
my
it's like
God,
this
the little
bouncy
gym.
house and all of these like balancing tools and resources in this play area, and there was just a whole bunch of kids and him just rolling the balls and like balancing
kids
on
are
the
so great.
beams and crawling through all these padded circles and
One, he was doing all that?
yeah.
Fire.
I am not.
supposed to
I
be-
don't
you're
know
supposed
what
to be
1-year-olds
walking.
do.
I was
at
about to
one.
say you
He was assisted as he was jumping, but he was crawling and walking.
Yeah.
And everything.
D probably ain't been around
Kids
kids
in a
like
minute.
that
That's
in
what
a
I'm
while.
in a very long time. So
Yeah.
I get confused what 1 look like, what 2 look like, what 15 look like. So
Wow.
I don't really know.
That's not a
So
big
right.
difference there.
But no,
1 to 15.
one in my mind, I'm still like, they're like,
no,
they're
like,
not,
I'm
they're not selling cars.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
like the blow up, yeah, some blow up thing. Waving hands and shit.
Right.
I don't know,
Crazy
aimlessly
town.
just spitting.
No,
That's
Do they speak at one? What happens at one?
Some kids do.
yeah, he's saying sentences, but they're not. They don't make any sense.
I love
Like,
it. I
da-ba-da-da-da.
love when kids do that.
I'm just like,
love it. It's like, what?
But there's a whole conversation.
Like, girl, and then what do you say?
And sometimes
Yeah.
when you hit it right,
love
they
it.
continue the
Yes,
conversation.
and then like,
Yeah.
At one, they're
wow.
very observant.
Oh, yeah.
So my nephew is gonna be 2 in February, and right now he's like literally doing whatever his older brother, which is my nephew Raymond, who's gonna be 14 this in like 2 weeks.
Is Raymond the one who
Raymond, I took to Paris. Yes.
so cute.
Thank you. So my sister sent me a video the other day, just really quickly, just to piggyback off your nephew story. He had my nephew's like game controller, and he was screaming at the television.
Oh, because
He was like, "Yo, oh my god!" I was like, "Why do you know
cutest.
that? It's so cute." And he like took the remote, he threw it down, and he picked it back up. He was like, "Oh,
Yo, baby.
Emulate everything.
yes,"
Wait,
which is
did you
what
guys
lets
see-
you know that they're paying
Attention.
close attention to
Yeah.
everything you're doing.
Oh my god.
Like
Yes,
he
they
had
are.
his legs crossed, he had the headphones on, he was like talking to it. It was so fucking cute.
Oh my
Yeah,
Did y'all
it's the
see that
best
video
age.
of the baby asking Alexa to play Baby Shark?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a beautiful little like 4-year-old girl who is asking Alexa, and she's like, "Alexa, play Baby Shark." Like, and she doesn't.
But Alexa's like, I don't know
"What?"
what you want me to do.
Alexa's like,
What,
"Whoa,
bitch?
what do you mean?" And she's like, Baby Chem," and then she's like, "No, Alexa, play Baby Shark," and she's like screaming to the top of her lungs, and she's like getting frustrated. So her mom's like, "Alexa, play Baby Shark." When I tell you, homegirl got in her bag, had her hands in her pocket. It was like a church Sunday dress, and she was like.
Yeah,
Literally, I have to show y'all. It's the greatest video I've ever
It's
seen in my
literally
life.
So
cute.
it's
So
so
cute.
pleasing to see little
Yeah.
kids so innocent and just so like purely happy
Yeah.
with like the littlest things.
And they think they're grown.
Yes,
They think
they
they're
do.
whole ass human adults who have the same bills as you and I. They walk around the house. No,
Yo,
my
it's
nephew
so
walks around the
bad.
house like he pays the fucking rent.
Y'all seen that
do.
video where the baby is sitting like on the sink or something, and like they're both face to the mirror, and then there's a boy behind her, and he's singing.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
dancing. Right? He goes, and but the baby's face was so like grown with how she was looking at him. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I laughed forever because I was like, wow, kids are really.
they know they
Yeah.
get
They
it.
just show
get
it
it.
on their face.
Mhm.
Like they don't know how to like not hold back
They
and say,
don't.
okay, what
No
are you
filter.
doing?
They
The
have
no
no
filter
filter.
is
It's
so
so funny.
fucking
It's
funny.
It's the
so
dog.
funny.
perfect thing ever.
It's
I
so
just wish
funny.
we never grow out of that. It's so cute. But yes, baby
And
one.
my sister's pregnant again.
Yay!
Two
Two-time
Not
auntie.
wasting no time.
Get
They don't
into
waste
it.
none.
College tuition about to be
Through the
on-
roof.
What?
But they
Thousand.
did a baby smash cake because that's what you do for the first. They smashed their cake, but they did a separate one that had the gender reveal in
That's
it.
so cute.
So
Okay,
he
that's
revealed
adorable.
the gender of the baby.
What
That's
is
really
it?
It's a girl.
Girl, it's a boy.
Oh,
And that's what you were looking forward to.
A boy.
You didn't hear her? I have male energy.
Man energy. I'm a man
You
in
know
my
she-
former life. Right.
That just means you're probably gonna get all the girls.
I know.
Oh, you are gonna have little Jada Pinkett Smith babies.
Yeah.
so cute. Oh, congrats.
You're definitely getting girls.
Auntie times 2.
That's a
Ooh,
fact.
if you get girls, honey, I can't.
Rebecca's
What do they
getting
call you?
girls.
What is
Saphira's
it
getting a boy and a girl.
You getting twins.
Alicia is getting a boy.
Who's having children?
Deani's getting a dragon.
And Gia is getting 2 girls.
I don't think I'm gonna have.
They're
a
gonna
boy.
be stuffed.
They're gonna be
So
what?
you're gonna have stuffed animals.
I know. I'm having
Like
kids,
love
kids,
Cameron.
kids.
You're gonna have probably a lot of kids.
Oh no.
Nah, Gia's having 4.
Like 3.
3.
I think 3.
Back to back.
Three's a lot. One's a lot.
Right. You can't space them.
Where
3
we at
out.
right now in our lives is back to back. That you can't waste no time.
like,
Where
I'm
we
be like
at in our lives? You can't.
We can't.
Like,
Yeah,
like
very
if we continue this for the next 5 years, this shit is about to be like mommy, Black Girl Pod mommy,
Yeah.
Black
Bring
Girl
up-
Pod.
That
Walking
conversation
Marriage,
is gonna be
Black
so
Girl
real.
Pod. Like it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
baby, shut up. Mommy's talking.
Oh, not baby, shut up.
Okay? Oh, come on now.
Your ass
Go
up.
sit down.
Sit it down.
Go sit it down.
I know that we all have names for our firstborn.
I don't.
If it's a girl, and if
We're
it's
not
a boy,
going
no.
here. We are ending.
Yes.
We're not this episode.
Because I
No.
want nobody to take my child's name. I'm
Right.
pissed.
Okay.
I
Oh, we can't deep dive.
My shit is just
And-
too different.
And where we at in our
I'm
lives?
so mad.
Look, I'm taking Deanni live. I'm taking Deanni live.
Right.
Where we at in our
heard.
lives? I ain't got time for this conversation right now.
Right. So
that.
on that note,
But I do
another
want
update.
kids. I
Yes.
do think about
Updates?
kids a lot more than I think about marriage.
So cute.
I can agree with that
saying
Yeah,
statement.
you
No,
said
I always
that-
say
yeah,
that. I always
listen
think
back.
about kids before
Yeah.
I think about marriage. I cannot wait. I was looking at the kids. There was some. I don't know how old. It was one of those like in the
Garcelle
wind
babies?
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those just hands everywhere. But she was on the train.
I'm not
and
bringing my child to your
Right.
house.
She's like, so your
Never.
child is in the wind. I don't know
Never.
what's wrong with it.
That's the
my,
stage.
yeah, don't because your children should learn. What I'm gonna do is make
No.
sure that all my nephews and nieces and all my god babies, all of them.
Well, yes, you can teach them, but you're not
no,
gonna tell.
no, teach them about the value of what your mom is doing right now. Right?
Okay.
I want you to know what homelessness feels like. We're gonna stand outside for 2 hours.
Here we
I
go.
want you to sit outside.
Not a we though.
Not I.
Right.
I will sit y'all outside
Right.
and have y'all sit out there just to know what your mother's doing right now is for you.
My kid gonna
'Cause
be
if
like,
it wasn't for her,
I'm
this
never
is what
going
you
to
doing.
Auntie Scotty's house.
This is what you put your brother through.
Probably.
Yeah.
no, I didn't do it. No, but I feel
wait,
like
shit.
right.
I'm never going to Auntie Scotty's house. She sucks.
There's no
Let's go to Auntie
fun.
Scotty's.
We're watching what I want to watch.
She gonna be the disciplinarian. Like, I'm gonna take you to Auntie Scotty's. You better stop.
She
I'ma-
gonna kill me.
I'ma
She
take
gonna
you.
kill
Sit
me.
right there and be homeless. Read outside. Read
these
outside to
6
the
books.
people
You
outside.
can come inside once you
You
finish
read-
these books.
My father made me read outside the homeless shelter before.
We just gonna have
Read
to number the
outside.
Dyfus on speed dial for
What
you,
did you
sis.
do,
I
Deanni,
can't.
for that?
I didn't read the book.
Oh.
I didn't.
Ooh.
It was an assignment, and my
Got
dad was like,
some
"Oh,
stories. You don't
oh,
read?
you don't want to read? Cool. You gonna read to everybody now. You don't read aloud. You don't want to read because I think the teacher had said I wasn't reading out loud. I wasn't raising my hand. I wasn't participating. So he was like, "You gonna participate, and everybody's gonna listen to you."
Lord.
No one was listening to me, but I read it anyway.
No.
outside.
Is your sister excited, Bex?
For the boy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's excited. She wanted the boy. She's like, oh my god, they're just so much more easier. Plus, she already
Read
has
your
all the
ass
boy
out.
clothes. It's just transitioning from one to the other.
Yeah. So he is 1, and then so
He's
he'll be
one.
like
That's
almost
perfect.
2.
Yeah, it is,
That's
right?
So
perfect.
they're gonna be like 18.
They're gonna be in high school together. I always think that's fly. I love when I see siblings in high school together. I love that.
It was so because he was like, he obviously doesn't have much interaction with little kids, but like his cousins were there when it was time to go. He was like embracing them and
Yeah.
giving them a hug, and I've never. There's nobody for him to practice that on, but he just has like this calm.
Well, if he sees
hey
affection
spirit.
at
oh, yeah,
home,
it's very gentle,
So,
very
yeah.
attentive.
Oh, I want a gentle
Yeah.
house. Oh my God.
Scotty.
I cannot wait to raise kids. That is my excitement.
Raise your hand if you're scared for that. Somebody? Okay.
Scared?
For Deanni to raise.
Oh,
no, sorry.
I think she's gonna be a
It's
good
the-
one.
After further
okay,
development
It's the
today.
pregnancy that scares me.
I'm
It's
not gonna
the-
hold you. That is scary.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
shit
y'all.
looks.
I dreamt about it.
let me tell you
yesterday.
something.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I was like, I was feeling
Oh my
sides of myself, like, oh, this is okay.
Nope.
Look
Wow.
at
My sister was
you.
all belly too. It
Yeah.
came
Oh,
out,
God.
so-
You had that dream?
Yo,
yeah, but
you,
it wasn't like fishy. It was just I don't know why I dreamt it.
I don't know. My
you
best
don't gotta
friend,
dream thinking about it.
You could just have the
I
baby.
just-
Well,
Best
yeah.
friend was all belly.
she was, and
Yeah.
just experiencing like her pregnancy, I was like, that's why I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I just was like, are you really ready for this?
Did
like,
you see it come out? See the baby
no,
come
so
out?
I didn't see the baby come out. She had a cesarean section, but I went up to the hospital and I helped change her and everything. I was like, wow, Debbie, this has reached a new level of friendship.
Oh, you helped change
yeah,
her.
so I was like, come on, let's go to the
Oh,
bathroom.
you're so nice.
But yeah, that was a
I
really
would never.
that was
do
a
that.
new
Oh,
experience.
But I've never had.
She was
to do
in
that.
pain and just seeing her like seeing her in the hospital and her transition in the hospital to like seeing her at home and her transition at home to her wanting to be out more and just like being that close to somebody who was pregnant and like their whole like I think what people don't realize and underestimate a lot is that the journey to actually deliver a child is insane. From your mind to your body shifting
100%.
and stuff to you not like the littlest things could trip you up. Like I don't feel like being in the house for an hour. I just need fresh air, like stuff like that. Like bringing new life into the world it takes a toll on you.
100%.
So
I just wanted to magically like just be here.
Like the stork.
Yeah.
Bring me frankincense.
Like, that's what I would love.
And myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh for my kids. And then
You having
sing,
Jesus?
Oh, come on, Emmanuel.
She said she just wants it to happen.
I just
It's
wanted to
that
be
you
right
want
there.
frankincense and myrrh too.
Pop, swaddled.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're having Jesus. Got it.
Basically.
Well,
know
Mary still had
what?
to deliver Jesus.
Yeah,
She
she
was
did.
a stork.
She
Yeah,
pushed.
she did. Oh, she
you're
was
right.
pregnant.
You're right.
Pregnant in the manger.
That's crazy. That's mad uncomfortable.
Stable, bro. She was in a stable.
What do you think about
like-
that?
My
She was
friend
in a
just
stable,
had-
bro.
Can you
Stable.
imagine?
There was
We
no
got
room,
stable,
bro.
bro.
In the
Make jokes
stable.
on the birth of
Nope,
Jesus
we're not gonna do
Christ.
it. We're not gonna do
No,
it.
but
No, that's not a
Like-
joke. That's a real
That's
life.
real.
Like,
Real.
Crazy.
There was no
That's-
room. Like they wouldn't take them nowhere. Hotel was
I
closed.
wonder how,
Everything.
what's his name?
So fuck it.
Joshua. John.
wait,
Mary's
Jacob.
boyfriend at the time.
Joseph.
Joseph.
I wonder how
Jesus Christ! I was like,
Wait, like you
I was like,
know,
who's she talking
they
about?
was just talking though.
She-
Y'all
I mean-
not gonna talk about the Bible
Because
like
there
this.
are
Love it, hip
there are
hop.
a Joshua
Joseph
and a
and
John
I
in,
wanted
in
to
the
see
Bible.
where she was
And
going.
Jonas?
But there's
We're
a
not,
Jonas.
I really wanted to see where you were
Not
going
the
with
brothers.
that.
Not gonna
There's
talk
one
about
Jonas.
these people like
David
it's love
and
and hip hop.
Goliath.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Deuteronomy.
Okay.
That's a
So
book.
you went from characters to a book, but you really had,
Ezekiel. Oh,
Someone.
you think I knew? Yeah. Ruby.
Who is that? Who is that?
Not never
Who is Ruth? I really wanted you to say Ruth.
Damn.
Yeah.
I knew it was
Right
What
there.
but she had no
She
sister
said
named Ruby.
Ruby.
Or Cain and Abel.
There you go. Come on, preach.
Noah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Noah in the ark and the 2x2. Come on now.
Kind of going in order here too.
Let's go. What else you got?
Tripped you
They're
up.
like brothers. Then
How did we get here? though?
Goliath.
No.
Then we
You
got.
said David.
I said
yep.
David
You sure got
Goliath.
that. That was a good one.
Alright.
Then I also said Jesus side piece.
Wow.
Magdalene.
Mary
Magdala.
Magdalene.
Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene.
Magnolia.
Mary Magnolia.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Mary Magnolia.
That's not. That's on the Bible.
You know she was like that too.
Oh my God.
And that's where I reached my. I don't
Can
know who
we
Ruth is.
stop? We
And
are
John.
going
Right.
down
Good job.
the deep
Adam.
end.
Adam.
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 Scotty Beam is thoroughly
pleased.
thrilled by this,
So
by the
pleased with
way.
herself.
Let me tell you.
But my friend
Yeah.
had her third child this month, and was planning a party.
That sounds crazy the way you
I'm
said it.
stressed out
Had
to
her
deal.
third child this month.
Oh, sorry. Her
I know what you
third
meant, but I'm
child.
just imagining. Oh.
Not this month, but her
Right.
third child arrived this month, and he's
Came
so
alive.
cute.
Got it.
And the child was texting the day after, like, "So hey, I need a head count for my party. Like, are you? Why are you planning a party?
While in the hospital.
You just brought a whole life
That's what I'm
into
saying.
the
It's
world.
so-
but she's just a hustler like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I think it depends on.
But after
Yeah.
the third, aren't you like, hey,
She used
right.
to. I've been here.
Been here, done that.
been here, did it?
Right.
I just feel like
I would be like,
it's not that Debbie's doing great.
Yeah.
Like getting out, moving around, everything. For somebody who had a C-section, I'm like, sis,
How long is the healing process for that?
it's really like 8 weeks in total, like your whole body. But I just have observed how much it literally changes your life.
Yeah.
Like,
Whole person.
yeah. So, and I say that to say, I ain't ready. You know?
I feel you
Say
said
all
that.
that.
You know?
All of this.
Because I think about the nights that, I want to go do something crazy. Like, I'm going to have a child on my hip while I'm doing something crazy.
You gotta feed your kids.
You
Like,
gotta
do you
feed
ever
your
think
kids.
about feeding your kids mad
Because
times?
listen, I
Yo,
know,
like,
I already
let-
know how often I
dare
like
you be
to
hungry.
eat.
oh my nigga, I just fed you. I just fed
And
you.
breastfeeding is
Oh,
so
it's not fun.
demanding.
It's not fun.
So semantic.
It is. It's like
every time every
seen
time I
children.
FaceTime my friend
seen
Terry, who
children
just had her baby,
Seen
she's
it.
literally breastfeeding.
Yeah.
She's like, Alicia, I'm breastfeeding her again. I'm like, yeah, it's demanding, but it's literally
my
the best
sister-in-law
thing you
was.
can do for your child. So I
Yes.
commend
And for your body.
anybody
Yes, for your
My
body.
Who does
titties out
that?
all day.
I've
Yes.
seen children
Do it.
rip their parent, like rip their mother's shirt for the titty.
Yeah.
Like, do I want that right now? You know, that's what
Listen.
I think about.
We done dive down the deep end of baby talk.
I really do.
Yeah.
Like, when I still want
They
to
said
do
your
hood
nipples
rat
get
shit,
sore.
they
Yeah.
peel.
Lactate everywhere. You
Yes.
can't control when
Them
they
shits
lactate.
peel.
Lactate.
People start crying. You start lactating.
Gotta.
You
I
ready
saw
for
it on The
that?
Office.
You ready for that right now?
Huh?
You ready for that right now?
Because I can't with Scotty.
Yes.
People
Okay.
start
I'm not
crying.
ready for the pregnancy part. That shit trash to me. It looked crazy. It's not like that, but it just
But
looks.
you might end up loving
looks
it.
so like I was watching some pregnant lady. I'll just be people watching. I was watching a pregnant lady, and I had tweeted it. I was like, mothers look so over it. Like they just shut up. Like I don't want you to touch me, talk to me, don't look at me. Just let me shut up.
You might absolutely love your pregnancy, though.
I want to be happy during my pregnancy. That's the number one rule. But it looks like, oh God, you got to live on the edge every day. I think I would. I'd be like, am I eating this right? Is this the right thing to eat? Am I breathing right? Should I lay this way? How do I lay? What's the way to lay? Is the baby getting away?
Can I blink?
Then I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, and there's so many complications that I can't even
Oh,
spell.
see,
Do that shit.
That's why you're not
Okay.
supposed to binge it.
Nigga,
That's
I've been binging.
Exactly why you binge it, so that you know.
Right.
Okay, I'm
And-
there with you on the Grey's Anatomy
And I'm
tip.
sitting there like,
I like seeing it week to week because I need time to recover. That's a tough show.
it's
love that
just
show.
heavy,
It's
boy.
a tough show.
Whatever.
It's a lot of
It's a
heavy.
beautiful show, but it's a tough show.
Yes.
What
It
else
makes
you-
me think about life.
For
It's good.
sure.
Yeah.
What else you got, Bex? That's it?
I can't remember.
I know. Not
You
you.
done took
We
us on a
definitely
baby
did go on a
whirlwind.
tangent.
We did. It was quick. It was a quick
remember.
tangent.
Tangent t-shirt.
Damn it. And I was
a new
mad that I
person.
didn't bring something up last episode. Now I can't remember what that was.
You have your camera with you today. Does
I
it
do
have
my
something to
camera
do with your
me.
camera?
Oh, shit. So, boom.
Oh, so boom.
So boom.
Boom.
Creole. So I had sent some. I don't know if I want to even talk about this prematurely, but I had shared some photos I took at an event, and the person got back to me and said, "Hey, these are dope. Let's talk about doing some campaign material for my new line of X, Y, and Z."
Wow.
And 'cause I noticed you already do fitness stuff, and I like it. So
Look at that.
let's do a trial, and then we'll do a campaign. And then I was like, okay.
Look at you.
I'm not even nervous about it. I'm just like, I sent the mood board and everything. I was like, this is so
mood
cool.
Come on, mood board.
Come on, creative brain being used.
Yeah, better work, bitch.
Right.
Look at the work.
Yay. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
happy.
That is awesome, young
So
It was
kid.
also something I said. My collaborator, like, wouldn't it be fun if we can get brand X to do A with us? And we're just surprised that it came this fast and that it happened this fast. So
That's fire.
of course
Congratulations.
that.
So
Congratulations.
what happens
kiddo.
when you start using your creative juices? Everything just starts to come to you fast.
Mm,
Ooh,
Yeah.
child.
like life.
It is working for you.
Alicia, since you are in this, you were just in the spirit. I want you to keep the spirit and also give your updates.
I don't know if I really don't have that many updates besides I shot for Yvonne and Lovey for their first live show.
Did.
Jesus and Jollof in DC
Jesus
at
and
George
Jollof.
Washington University.
Mm-hmm.
It was their first live show, so it was kind of nostalgic to see them be really excited for that. They were really excited for their live show, like backstage, like how we were, just super excited. Like, yo, we did it, and we did it by ourselves, and there's mad people, and we sold out. They were really excited. So just to see them like as genuinely excited as we were was pretty cool, and I was able to capture that. I shot their video. They loved their video. They're gonna be dropping it, I believe, tomorrow. Rebecca did see it.
Oh, I want to see it.
I want to see
I'll
it.
show y'all after.
We want to see
Was
it.
that bass?
That's
Yeah,
that was a
I had to
challenge.
put the bass on
That
because
was her mother voice.
no one had
Oh, you showing people.
So you showing
Oh,
things?
you showing?
you in a showing mood. Can I also get a preview?
You in a
Fine,
showing
I'll
mood.
show y'all after. I
should've
had a
sent it to
really
the
good
group
time
chat.
shooting it. Y'all wouldn't have even looked at it.
Yes, I would.
Everyone put
Yeah,
their-
Deanna, what you gotta say? What you
I've
gotta
been in
say?
the responding mood, nigga. You asked me if somebody wanted seafood. Who responded first?
Look at you.
Thank you.
That is a clap back. Good
She
job.
did. She's not
One
mad.
out of 475 years of knowing you.
I've been.
Thank
but,
you.
But I've been trying to.
Wow.
Hold up. Y'all can't throw it back in my face because after I talked about
Why
it,
The
are
hands
we
gotta go
here?
down. The hands gotta go down.
I started doing it. I started
did.
talking about it. I mean, I started doing it. I started responding.
Walking
back.
like you talking.
Hello?
I peeped it. I did. You was answering before me on some
I'm
things.
putting
I was
forth
like,
effort.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, I will send the video in the group chat. Like if you like it,
And I will
dislike if
see
you
it
don't.
and view it.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you.
like
Scotty.
how I've been doing the last few weeks.
2 days.
it's
Got
only
it.
been the last few days. Don't
Oh,
get ahead of yourself.
Several years
Right.
of this.
At the show, some
Seriously.
listeners came up. Some Black Girl Podcast listeners came up, and I sent you guys. What?
I'm just
Yo,
joking.
you are terrible with your jokes.
Whoa.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy though?
There is no
No,
podcast
it's
game.
so
Like-
beautiful.
I love both of those women.
That was funny.
No,
Y'all can listen to all the podcasts.
All right, start over.
We love
Rebecca,
y'all.
please.
Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all always
That was
do
good.
this.
I like that. That was funny.
I think we should keep it in.
We should have. We
No,
made
we
it
are.
awkward when you said take it
no,
out.
don't
It was
do it.
literally
Don't do
fine.
it. Don't.
I'm gonna start over.
Yes, please.
So, also at the show, there were some Black Girl Podcast listeners that came up to me. I think I sent it. I said this in the group chat, and you ain't saying nothing about
Oh,
it.
God.
Well, that was
Someone
before our
from
talk.
No,
Someone
no,
from
That was
just,
before I talk, ho.
Gia, don't do that.
she's hurt.
Black Girl Podcast listener was there. She's from Barbados. She flew in to see Lovey and Yvonne
Oh wow.
for their show,
So
and then she was like, Alicia P.
Wow.
I was like,
Wow.
She did. That's how she got my attention. I didn't see her. She said my name, and then she was like, "We listened to you in Barbados." I wish I got her name,
Live show
but she was
Barbados.
like super excited. And then somebody else ran up to us as well, and just was like, "Thank you for everything you guys are doing. We love you."
Alicia, you
Yada,
meet
yada, yada.
all
Yeah.
the worldly
Yeah, she's
listeners.
international greeter.
You are.
Scotty B does too. Scotty was
Oh,
the first.
yeah, one time out of like the 10 trips you've taken.
Touche.
No,
I did
in
travel
England.
a lot this year.
That's what I'm saying.
England and Australia.
Yeah.
Well,
so
look
I
at
was
you,
Barbados
both of y'all.
and Paris.
Okay, because I'm
No,
just
when
trying
I
to
was
meet.
in 42nd Street, the Australian girl came
Right,
up to
walks
me
up to you.
and said that. But I get a few more. I just don't. I like sometimes, like you know how you just it just doesn't.
Yeah.
But you do it in the moment. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If I can do it in
Well,
a
I
moment,
got that. That was
you're
her
good
technique.
at that.
I took it and just did it again.
I know a lot of people
Yeah.
approach like Scotty, Gia, all of us, but you. What I was saying is, you always get the people who be from like
International-
Timbuktu,
Yeah. And I have to share it because it's like crazy. to me.
Wakanda.
Like Paris, this girl was not.
That's
She was
crazy.
not. She never came to America.
That's
And
crazy.
And the fact that
Atlantis.
she didn't even. She heard me by voice and picked me out. She had to look at her phone to make sure it was me.
Wow.
Which lets me further know that it's crazy out here in this digital space that you heard my voice and said, "You're Alicia P." That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
is nuts.
Yeah. So, other
I
than
did
that,
to my mom before. It was weird.
what else am I doing?
She
Oh,
was
I'm having a
buying stuff.
party.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
December 30th. Yes. I'm
Hit
having.
the group chat.
Yes, because I'm still working on a flyer. But I'm having a party December 30th at Ainsworth.
So is it a new? It's a new pre-New Year's.
Pre-New Year's party, December 30th at Ainsworth, Newark.
Newark, New
Same
Jersey.
spot that I always have my parties.
Come to Broad
DJ
Street.
Shy, DJ Mike Medium are gonna be DJing. DJ Earns will be there as well. It's my one
knows the
year.
men.
I do know the men.
Alicia
sis.
knows
you.
the men, guys. So please,
Talk it up, sis.
if you're interested in
Some
getting
black ass.
for real
Okay.
and getting a few numbers, just collecting a few before that ball drop.
Yep.
Right.
Go ahead and collect.
Collect.
And then tell me how it goes.
Go to that. Yes. Go to that. Go to the party. The party is fire. And people
thank
show up
you.
and show out.
They do.
Yeah,
It's a
they
good
have
fucking
fun.
time.
Them
It's-
people dance.
It's,
Yeah, they
yes,
dance.
it's literally what I wanted it to be. Last year, like I said, I thought about it the
girl.
week before that I actually threw it, and I was just like, I want people to literally just celebrate, because I felt like in the fourth quarter of last year there was a lot going on with like people passing from like suicide and just a lot of heaviness. So I wanted my party to be a celebration of life where you come around and you just feel love in the atmosphere. And I feel like I've been able to curate that. Like, I feel like I got that out of my parties. So I'm celebrating the 1 year. It's gonna be free of charge. Just come and drink it up. Just drink, have a good time, be safe in all aspects of that term, however you want to use it.
And don't assume that Alicia will remember that you came.
That is a fact.
Because Alicia will be also partying
Telling my business
at the party.
I didn't remember
that you have to
for my
remind her
birthday.
to say, hey, I was there. So that she can too say thank you for coming out.
Scotty Beam was absolutely a blur.
Yes. She don't remember
I don't know what color she had on. I don't know what she looked like.
Alicia, you get lit.
Yes, I do. I have a good time. I celebrate. And that's it. I'm going therapy. I'm having therapy. Doing that every Thursday. She pointed something out to me that made me cringe.
Mary J.
Talk about it. If you want to talk about it.
Just really quickly, as I don't want to get too deep into it. So I do this thing that y'all all know where I always like say something negative about myself. So, oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. And she told me every time I do that to counteract that with a positive. And she was like, I want you to say, I love you. To myself. And I cringed when she said that, and I was like, oh wait, what was that? Didn't feel that before. Why did that make me cringe? And I started to I don't know if I talked about it in my first episode, but in my first therapy session I started to laugh like out of nervousness, and I did that again. I was like, oh sis, you really don't have no type of self-love. Like, you don't really love yourself. You can't say it. Not no type, because I do.
Maybe the physical.
I don't know what it is yet. I haven't figured it out, but I fucking cringed and it scared me, but in a good way, because I feel like I'm going to get it together next year. But it's interesting, and I'm going to see her tomorrow and we're going to talk about it. And yeah, that's it.
I'm happy you said that.
I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm happy for you too.
I'm like happy, scared, happy.
Should be.
Doing it scared.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Happy scared is the best scared.
Do it scared.
Oh, shout out to Low Key.
Oh yeah.
That's his podcast.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Safira?
Nah, I've got nothing. I'm good though. I'm doing well. Thank you guys.
Doing well.
Doing well. My update is I've been trying to eat healthier since last week, and it has been a ride for me.
I didn't mean
Let
to.
me tell no, because it
Because
has
I
been
thought you were about to say smooth, say like last year.
no since last week, and it's been a ride. It's interesting,
It's hard.
and I did a cleanse for a day, and I was like, wow, this is you gotta be determined to like not do this.
The cleanse. Tell us
What happens
what's
to
the
her?
cleanse?
Nothing. Go.
Oh, so yeah, I did that, and then I've been doing, I swim and just trying to just do
I
stuff.
saw that. Can you talk about your class that you went to?
Oh, I swim every day. I've been swimming every day for like 2 weeks now. Basically I just go. It's at the Aqua Studio, New York, in Soho. And basically they have like cycling in the water. Then they have aerobics in the water, or you can do like the intense training classes in the water. I've done all three. I like them all. I don't like aerobics that much. I do like the training where they like have you do all these different swimming techniques and jumping from the wall to the other wall and treading water and making like you have to do all that shit. So I like that kind of stuff. And cycling is pretty cool too. But I like swimming. And because I can't run anymore, I think this is the next best thing to getting in shape. Because I was taking a trip down memory lane to 2015 and 16, and I was like, wow, weight comes fast as fuck.
It
Yeah.
moves very slow.
Yes,
It is moving. But yeah, so that's it. I've been trying to just focus on that. I leave to see my grandmother this weekend, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to the Wilhelmina holiday party.
Drop that name again, sis. Drop
I'm
it.
excited.
What party you going
All
to?
right
The
now.
Wilhelmina holiday party. I'm excited.
Like,
They're gonna have the best
I'm the
photo
top.
activation.
Right.
I'm sure.
Stunning everything.
Are
in
you
there.
practicing your
know.
faces in your mirror?
I
Our
do that a
friend is a
lot.
freaking
I bought
model,
a
y'all.
camera
Right.
and all that stuff in the lighting, and I bought those things. But you know, they keep telling me the best practice is just in the mirror and just seeing what is your favorite. Like everybody has their favorite angle. Everybody knows how to pose. I just need to collect how many poses I can actually achieve.
This is
Shut
really
up!
exciting.
No,
this is
deadass.
so exciting.
I just thought about it like, oh my God, do you like introduce yourself as I'm Scotty
Nope.
Beam from this show and
No.
Wilhelmina Model?
When people say,
is that in your
I
bio
know
yet?
you, I know. I just put it in this week.
God bless.
Somebody emailed me. I was like, put it in your fucking, some random person, put it in your bio. Why don't you put it in your bio? So I put it in my bio along with my agent from Wilhelmina. Shout out to Marissa. But yeah, so I've been like, you know, getting used to that. But when people say like, hey, I know, I'd be like, no, I don't do nothing. I do it all the time. I'm like, I don't know. They're like, something from, no. That happened today. I was in a bar and they were like, I was like, I have a very familiar face. There's so many people that look like
I
black
can't
dark
with
skinned
you.
people. Black dark skinned people swear they look alike. It's insane.
No.
People swear. It is insane to me. People are like, I look like Scotty Beam, which is amazing. But my thing is, not every, or it's like, she look like you. And it just be a random girl. And I'd be like,
no.
I don't be like, but I just be like,
We'll
no
say for
one
you, sis.
looks alike like that.
Yeah, not like that.
Stop. Okay.
Not
But
like
yeah,
that.
thank God. It was good. I'm doing good stuff. I'm doing fun stuff.
Yes.
Good.
Doing stuff I want to do.
Good.
That's it.
I
Look
took a
at us.
cooking class the other day. It was
Dope.
fire, flames, fuego.
Yeah, I want to do that.
The cooking
That looks
classes
like a
are
good
fun.
time.
I went to
That
Sur La
is good.
Table.
La table, yeah.
Sur La Table.
Oh, is it chocolate?
No,
wrong.
I didn't
Chocolate.
post anything from it. It was so I didn't realize, so in the title it said couples night, but I didn't like put two and two together, so I went by myself. And
That
then
is really cute though.
Take yourself on a date.
But the thing was French Quarter cuisine. So we learned. So we
of the
made.
show.
Yeah. So we made whatchamacallit,
Like a
shrimp and
sitcom.
grits. Bananas Foster. We made gumbo, and we made no, I forget that. That's it. Gumbo. Yes, shrimp and grits and bananas Foster. That shit was fun. I was like, I'm gonna do this more. I signed up for a second one for Italy.
Do more fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm taking a
Do
dance
more
class.
fun stuff.
I'm taking an Afro Beats dance class next Wednesday with my homegirl Mel. I'm so fucking excited.
That's so
Tell
cool.
us about Mel.
Mel is an amazing woman that I don't get to see that often because we have completely different lives. She's like a married woman, works in, I believe, Long Island. She's super amazing. Somebody that I go to, like, when we do talk, like, I confide in her, and I think her opinion is just amazing, like, nurturing, loving, like, honest. She's dope. But either way, she hit me and she was like, do you want to take a dance class with me? And at first I was about to be like, yeah, these knees, the way this back, these titties set up, no, I'm not ready. And I was like, no, fuck that. It's Afro beats, and I love me a good Afro beat
Yes, you
song,
do,
class,
child.
a dance. So I'm super excited. I can't wait. I hope I continue it, like, week
That's
by
really
week.
exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes,
Fun things,
do
fun
fun
things.
stuff.
I can't wait. That's nice. I'm looking
Yes.
forward to doing more fun stuff too, and like in the new year and stuff.
I want to go to an Alvin Ailey show.
I actually want to go to.
It's really good.
We went last year, remember?
No, that was this year.
No, that was last
No.
Christmas.
Damn,
No.
already?
Was it last Christmas?
Yeah,
I thought it was this year.
2017.
Wait,
Christmas
like-
2017.
I think
I really
this
thought y'all
year.
went last month.
Ailey comes to New York every year during like
Wow.
from November to January.
And I was on a
Mm-hmm.
No, she was on a
girls' night.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Christmas
No,
time,
man,
it is coming up. Christmas is
is.
coming.
It is.
Oh,
So, I have a little conversation that I want to bring up.
she's talking. You have to talk.
I know, I'm sorry. I just trying to hear the song.
You don't know Christmas time is here?
Yeah, just because I was
What
talking,
song
so I couldn't really hear it.
really was trying to. Because
Christmas time is here. Take it away.
what's this song called? Christmas time is
Yanni,
here.
Yanni.
What song is that?
One, we're not going to sing tonight.
Merry Christmas.
Which one is that?
I don't know. They used to play it a lot on BLS though.
Yes, that's why it's stuck in my head. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, y'all got
hate
some
Christmas music.
adult.
I
love
Christmas music.
I love me in that King Cole Christmas song album.
You
Very classic.
every year.
Very classic.
King
It's
Cole is
probably
sexy as fuck.
5, 6, 7 years old.
Nat King Cole could get every inch
Very
of
classic.
this vagina.
We should also talk about that in a
just
minute
him.
after.
No.
Alicia.
Have you seen the documentary?
No.
It's on Netflix.
It is?
Yes.
It's brand new?
It's not brand new, but
Oh.
They're so
it's
excited.
there.
I've been looking for a
They're
good
so excited.
documentary.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. And he was fine. Yes, Rebecca, he was fine.
Talk
I
about
love Nat King
chocolate.
Cole.
Talk about chocolate.
She had to clear her throat.
He
for
had a
it.
little acne, but it was a little acne. It was a little acne.
And he had a good perm too.
little acne.
You know,
Acne.
acne.
Get it. I mean,
Little acne might be cute, depending where's that.
A little
Might be a
Nene.
cute. Might look like freckles.
His
Never
waves.
know.
his voice is silk.
I'm not diving down this
There's
deep
nobody
end with
who can- I'm
y'all.
sorry,
It's
go
about to be
ahead.
deep.
Yes, 'cause I'm not.
Jen.
Anyways, as I was saying, it's about to be Christmas, and I wanted to talk about something. So I was listening to my homies, their podcast. It's called Man Crush Mondays podcast. That's Joe Chia, Pete Monsanto, Jerome Shaw, and Carl Ferguson Jr.
Oh,
They were having a conversation about relationships, different levels of relationships, and gifts. Because that's his name.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was a junior. We didn't have to put his whole social
That's
security.
what his name is on social
I'm sorry.
media.
Go ahead, Alicia. What's the
Jesus
question?
Christ.
I cannot.
So, the topic that they were talking about, and they, by the way, shout out to them because they had me dying. Y'all need to go check them out. It's on, I believe, SoundCloud and iTunes podcast. So the topic that they had were the guys feud over what should be an acceptable gift cap for each relationship level. So the amount of money you should spend on either the person you're fucking, dating, or in a relationship with.
Oh, fucking, you get nothing.
Right. So, but we should
change.
we should have that conversation because on the podcast, some of them were like, "Well, if you fucking a girl this amount, she worth at least $100 worth of a gift."
Wow.
I cannot.
You gotta hear it. It's so funny. But I wanted to bring the question to the
Wow.
female perspective on what you think. One, what do you think in whatever relationship status you are right now or have been in before? What do you think it should be? Should you get a gift? Should you give a gift? Like, what is it? It's a thinking question 100%.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking
100%.
about current things or are we just talking about
But
We
just
can
general?
talk about
You
it in
can give
general.
the layout.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it doesn't have
You
to
give
be
the
what you
layout.
are. What you're in right now. If you want to apply it to your situation now, that's cool.
Absolutely
But if you
not.
if you don't, just
But
talk
it's
about it.
Right.
I would say if y'all fucking no. There's
No
nothing
what?
that there's no gift.
Wait, how long though?
How long we been fucking? Just
Yes.
fucking.
Yeah.
Years. I don't care.
You
Years.
Years, I feel like you should get something.
If you fucking somebody for years, you should get nothing because you should not be fucking one person for years.
And not have a relationship title.
Like that's just
God.
If that's something
Y'all,
that they decide to
y'all,
do
For
y'all,
for
for
years.
years,
Yeah,
we've been fucking for years,
Good.
and I'm just no,
Several
no.
times.
But
We
if
got
y'all
to
are
do
fucking
better.
for
365 days.
There's gotta be some type of level of
If y'all fucking
likeness.
for years, that's
It
your
should
text.
be-
Yeah,
Merry
like your
Christmas
dick.
text.
Merry Christmas. Yes.
If
not
y'all-
part of like the group chat text, not part of the
And you
this
get a
is the-
personalized
say
text.
personalized.
Y'all ain't
Say
shit.
Person, comma. Merry
Right.
Christmas.
Great year we
Hey,
had.
Dot, how are you?
Hey, you.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
Hey,
or
you.
maybe
Merry
not
Christmas.
even happy holidays because some people just cheat them with the happy
You
holidays.
just said great
They put it
year
on
we
there.
had.
No, because you know what? I was going to just put it all in one.
Yeah. So
Merry
I won't
Christmas,
see you.
happy holidays. I probably won't see you at the end of the year.
Happy Christmas,
Stay blessed.
great, great year of fucking we had.
Right. Great. We had a great year.
Great
Thank
fucking
you.
Wasn't our greatest year? I think the year before that was more fun.
2016.
We're gonna talk about
we had
that.
a fucking year.
2 years ago.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna renew my
know.
subscription
I mean,
to this,
I'm
but
a little indifferent. If you, I guess if it's strictly like, all right, I'm coming to your house fucking and I'm leaving, I get it.
For years.
But if y'all been fucking, y'all have to have some type of why y'all? Is it really just the sex that you're coming back for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm be bored.
Y'all know how to do that for real? Like that's really
abs.
what
You no.
I haven't done
Y'all got
no,
to say, Gia, I was about
no,
to be
I
like,
don't know how to do that.
that's my point.
Give me
I will
3
say
months
this.
and I have
So-
there has been people.
Okay.
There, no, I was because I was about to. I don't know what I was about to say, but
There has been Okay.
I can't say that I fucked somebody for years, but like I remember fucking somebody in 2016 and fucking them in 2018 as well. So,
Okay, so
like, I guess that's
let's
years.
take that
Renewed your
person.
subscription.
Let's take that
Yeah.
To the dick.
person.
I did.
And now you guys are constantly fucking for the last 6 months, and it just so happened to be quarter 3 and 4 of the year.
I don't know about the constantly.
We going into the Christmas quarter of the year.
And we just fucking. You're
Y'all were
not
just
getting.
fucking.
You're not, hi, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. I'm just fucking you. Like you don't
We don't
assist.
go on a date. We don't do any of that.
I damn sure don't expect anything from you either. So I'm not. That's not what that is.
Okay, so let's turn it up a little bit. So one of the guys on the show, I believe Carl said this. Carl said if he's dating someone, pretty much like exclusively, but there's no titles, that he's willing to spend $500 to a stack on someone.
He has a girlfriend, right?
Wow.
He's saying in this
Currently-
position, if he is dating somebody exclusively without a title, he would
500
he would pay a stack.
That's a lot.
But he knows
That
that
he wants something serious with this girl.
that they kind of both are on the same level where they think that they want something serious. But it's Chris. But they just started dating about 3-4 months ago. But they're consistently dating.
So here's the thing.
I've
like
seen that.
I'm here for that.
So 500 on a.
1,000.
Well, now let's be honest.
That's what
are
he
you here
said.
for? What do you
He
mean?
said he's willing to spend that
I
much.
was gonna say it's a different point of view from men to women.
We'll
be like, sure, I'll accept that,
I don't know.
and I'll give you a great
Great what?
Here's this.
$100 gift.
So that's what I was gonna say. Now,
Are you night hat and scarf?
Scarf from the Gap.
From the
So
Gap.
I'm a good gift giver.
You like polo?
I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't just
Polo
like. I feel
fragrance.
like if you're a great gift giver, unless the person asks you like, I want these product glasses, there's no reason why you should spend. I feel like that much if you're early on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can get a thoughtful gift that is impressive and will blow the person away that won't cost you a stack.
but what if he wants to get a thoughtful gift and a stack?
Then
and
it
it's
just
like,
happens
and he
to
want to trick.
cost
Yeah, he
that.
want to trick because
Y'all
he got
know
it.
what the
But
most
why does it have to
thoughtful
be
gift
called
is?
tricking? Why does that have to be tricking?
It's not.
It doesn't have to
I'm
be
just-
tricking.
I'm just
It's
saying
not.
what the
I
culture
don't even
says.
care about the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it costs a stack, whatever thoughtful gift it was, and it costs a stack, then it costs a stack. But don't expect me to give you a stack of anything.
So here was the
'Cause
receipt
now,
for
right?
your gift.
But
Right.
why is that though? Why do women feel like we don't have? Is that what it is? Is it that women just don't feel like we
I
have
feel like
to?
I'm
when
no.
it reaches,
I've spent
I'm gonna
money.
give-
here's the yes. Have
Have you spent
okay.
a stack?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I just want to know.
Okay. No.
No.
I probably have. I really probably have.
I don't think
Wait,
I've
on
been
One
at a stack
gift,
in
not
one
on a
sitting.
collective of gifts.
Well,
Christmas gift.
Yeah,
I don't know
one
one
stack.
Christmas gift.
Okay, this is count. My serious relationship in the past, I had a Christmas gift, but I gave him a care package of all the things that he loves, right? And it came up to a lot of money. I saved up a lot of street team checks for that.
Yeah.
So it was I gave him like I think I got him like some game or whatever that, and the game's expensive. And then
Oh my god!
I got expensive. And then his fragrance that was mad money.
Yeah,
much
fragrances are not cheap,
Um,
my guy.
It was one of them expensive ones, and I was sitting there like, damn, all right, this is breaking the bank. And then I got him a few shirts. I got like a whole list of shit, and then I put it in this big basket and wrapped a bow around it. And it wasn't like probably $1,000, probably was like $700 or something like that.
That's still expensive.
Yeah.
But this
But-
is your boyfriend.
This was my
Would
boyfriend.
you
Right.
would you
That's
spend
important.
on somebody that you're exclusive with, that you know that you possibly could this
You must
might be
trust
your
that
man. This might be your
something's
man. Are
gonna
you
come.
willing to do that?
I got bad luck.
Is it
Okay.
bad to ask, like, are we
So-
celebrating Christmas?
No,
No.
I think that's
Okay.
helpful.
That's
Because the worst
what do
thing
you
that could
mean
happen is that
celebrating
you
Christmas?
buy a gift,
Right.
and then that
Oh, okay.
person don't buy a gift.
Right.
So you're saying you're
I've been there.
asking
Not in a
if the
relationship,
person that you're dating are we celebrating
not,
it?
No, it's not. It's not on anybody to ask that. I'm just saying maybe that should be a question between them. Is, hey, are we celebrating Christmas?
Yeah.
And maybe if not together, are we doing gifts?
Right. I think
Like,
that's
just-
helpful.
So Joe
'Cause
on the
one time
show.
I was sorry. One time I was in 5th grade. I like bought all these people gifts, and my mom was like, "They're not gonna get you." I was like, "Yeah, no, we're having a Christmas exchange."
You holding her
And
hand.
I bought all these gifts for people. And it was
Female
like
Jesus.
Because that would have made me cry.
like
That would have
three
made me
people,
cry.
like
Go ahead.
3 people
I can't
gave
do
me,
it.
and like 3 people gave me gifts
Okay.
out of like 31 people.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. My mom was like, "I told you."
I
Like,
just
there was.
sweetest
You gave
child.
31 people gifts.
Yeah.
God bless your mother
wanted
for
to-
helping.
Well, it wasn't like okay. It wasn't
But
like
still
no
was
big
a
gift, but it was a gift.
I know.
I don't
What?
care if it's a piece of
Right.
candy.
I really just liked giving. I still really like giving gifts. Now I'm not giving it to all 31 people, but like.
But
I
you
just-
got 4 of us sitting here.
Right.
Okay.
All
Well,
right
now I know. I definitely know y'all hoes wouldn't give me no gifts. So we
That's true. We never said that we would
I
exchange
got
gifts.
gifts from Sephora.
We still waiting on these mugs.
I'm still waiting on some from South Africa. She said she had.
Oh my God!
Yeah, South Africa was last year.
We're gonna have to go to her house.
I wear y'all bracelets.
I know. We
Thank
know.
you.
And then I bought y'all elephant. I told y'all the little
Nope,
elephant.
didn't know that
I
either.
don't want to hear about any more
I'm sorry,
gifts.
they're really nice on my
Until you bring
Yo,
me
your
up.
windowsill.
arm. Got it. So
Nope.
Joe was
I'm
saying.
not good at it.
Joe on the podcast was saying that he doesn't care if you're not his girlfriend, he is not spending more than $100.
He's hurt.
No, he's not.
No, he's not, because if you're not my
can't
boyfriend,
say that.
I'm not
Rebecca,
spending
you're
more
not spending
than
$100 for a
$100.
nigga that's not your nigga.
No.
So then why? So you heard?
No.
So then why you say that about him? Why'd you say that about him?
So short
Because I would have.
No,
I don't
no.
know.
Talking shit.
I don't
He's
know.
talking shit. So I just
hurt.
think it's interesting. Everybody's perspective
doing what men
is
do to
like
us. Oh,
completely different.
Right.
Like completely different on it.
But it's, I mean, again, I know we're so like above society's standards, but like some things are just old societal standards that just pass down. So men, like, you gotta show up with these gifts, bro. Like,
Yeah, your shit trash. I'm pissed.
I think,
You
and
get
that's
trash,
another
I'm gonna
thing.
be pissed.
yeah.
That's another thing they
We
talk
need to
about.
put this out before Christmas.
Yeah, well, we are.
Oh, it's gonna piss me off.
I think.
I hate you. You bribing hoe. I hate you.
I need to use this
now.
to my advantage.
I
I'll
hate
be
that.
pissed.
I think that's what Pete was talking about. So Pete said thoughtful gifts are something that both men and women should invest in. So
Yes.
the
Yes.
example that he gave was one of his ex-girlfriends, her friends were like, if he doesn't get you like she hinted like she wanted a Chanel bag, and her friends were like, if he doesn't get you a Chanel bag, he doesn't really love you.
Were they on the City
But-
Girls?
But
the
what he ended up getting her,
Girl. Go ahead, Alicia.
but what he ended up getting her was an LLC, because she had like a business.
That's a
Lit.
thoughtful
That's a
gift.
poppin' ass
That's
gift.
lit. Yes, it
And
is.
he's- No, he brought the LLC for her. Like he purchased the LLC for her. Good question, but no, he brought the LLC for her. No.
That's very meaningful, because that means I believe.
Super
And that's what
meaningful.
he said. He said the point of the gift was to show her that I not only fuck with you, like as a person and who you are, is I actually believe in you. And he was like, and I didn't want to pass judgment on her friends because I could do
Y'all
that, but what
bitches
is that
is
going to bring you?
basic.
Right. So here we are. He gives her the gift, and did she accept that? We don't know. We
Did
don't
she-
know.
oh,
Not that
no.
she didn't accept it, but did she like
Think
weigh
it
it
was
out? Like
right.
it wasn't.
I think that's so beautiful.
Like gifts like that are what
That's
I
a
love.
Great
Yes.
fucking gift.
Yeah.
I just was thinking in my mind that part, like if he owned it or
Like, how does that work?
how does it work? That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, he
purchased
purchased
it.
it. He with the LLC.
He just
He
purchased
probably
it.
had her information or whatever necessary information. He
Right.
probably just purchased
You
it.
don't need
Yeah.
a social for an LLC, do you?
No,
Yeah.
literally
Alright.
just information.
Yeah, no, that shit is fire. See, that
Yeah.
kind of shit is fire.
Yeah, like just like if you're around a person enough, I feel like you should pay attention to them enough
Exactly.
to know what they need,
Exactly.
and know,
Right.
even if things that they don't even think about that they need, they're like, oh my god.
Okay,
like,
but
you
when
want
your
that
gift is
done?
trash, how do you react? Have y'all ever had a bad
was
gift
just about
from
to
y'all
ask you that.
y'all boyfriends?
Not for Christmas, but for my birthday, absolutely.
A bad gift.
A
I think I
bad
told
gift.
the story on the podcast.
No.
Which
When my ex bought in college, we had all planned this huge birthday outing. It was my 20th birthday. We had a party at cafeteria, like a dinner party at cafeteria. All my friends went to this university with him. So you would think he would be like, yo, I don't know what to get G for her birthday. Like, can someone go to Queens Center Mall with me or whatever and shop? Nope. Decided to plan the whole thing. It's a big, like, there's 15 of us. We go downstairs and he's late, like an hour late. They don't seat us because of the two people being late. So now I'm pissed. He not picking up his phone. He like, I'm on the train. Da, 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 da. So I see him walking up with a like brown paper bag looking type of thing, and I'm like,
wait, it could be something.
Everybody's gonna die. And so
it could be
so
something.
then I found out later that night that he had picked up a gift on the way from a bracelet like off the street vendors.
Oh my Lord.
On the way.
Oh
was
my
like, was like, will this work?
Wait,
this work? Will this be?
Will this work?
That's
Is
what
this
he
like
said?
dope? Like whatever. He was with a man. One of his dude friends. They was like, yeah. I mean, as long as she get a gift, she'll be good.
Oh my
See
god.
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
So
Hey, note to the
I-
niggas.
Wow.
Note to
I
the
was like-
niggas. Don't
I opened
ask.
the gift in my room, and I was like, what is this? And he was like, nah. I mean, I thought it looked like something you wear. It was the ugliest bracelet I had ever seen in
say that?
life. No, I didn't say that. I said I don't. I feel
would
like
say that.
I said I don't feel like this isn't
I
me.
hate it.
Like this isn't me. One, thank you for the gift, but I don't feel like you put any thought into this. Like, what's up with that? And he was like, I'm sorry, class just got out of hand. Da, da, da. And I was like, no, I heard you was
No.
partying all weekend. Like I heard you was out here, like you was doing your thing.
That shit would have pissed.
So, I mean, needless to say, we aren't together. But that wasn't the reason. It's just like the thoughtfulness became a
ugly.
problem
Right.
throughout the rest of our relationship. So, yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, a bracelet on the way from the street vendors. And not even the cute street vendors. Because you can get a cute thing off
Yeah.
the street
You
now.
can.
Just like one of those like super artistic.
Did you guys
like,
break up after that?
Not right after, but like
That's a big
That was
blow.
the beginning of the end.
that
was
shit
the beginning of the
trash.
end.
That's a
Yeah,
big
that makes
blow.
you feel like because I'm
Your
hearing
face.
from my friends like, oh
I'd
yeah,
be
we're all at
pissed.
parties. It's like I'm seeing what you're doing. You obviously invested your time in spending $20 to go to the door at a bar and buying drinks instead of
Gave me a street
Getting-
vendor bracelet.
And also, not saying that we care about what our friends say and whatever, but you know, like when your friends ask you, "What did he get you?" What do you know, and then like you're supposed to be excited about it, but you're not excited about it, so you're like,
God.
"It's trash. I hate it."
Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
That's what-
Right as you get it, like right in the moment.
I can't hide my face. Y'all know that. I only got
You
one
gotta
bad
be
gift.
like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I only got one bad gift, and we laughed together because he did put thought in it, but I think he was just trying to figure out what I was talking about. So I was sending these like little anonymous like in my ex past, and I was sending these like little. I wanted this one like nice ring, right, that I found on the internet, and on the internet.
Why are you saying it?
Because I was trying to give him like the link. I was like, "You like this? Tell me if you like it.
Right.
I think it's nice.
Right.
Tell me if it, would you buy this?"
So you literally showed him the ring that you
Look at
wanted.
your
and
face.
He got a whole
All you gotta do is
completely
get it.
different ring.
He got me a mood ring.
I'm sorry, D. I'm so sorry you went through that.
And then it was dead ass about it being a mood ring. So most importantly, I was like, boy. I was like, wait, boy, hold on. I said, you think this really works? And he was like, yeah. He said, be mad. I said, nigga, I am mad. And it's not changing. So he was like, all right. You know, I'm sorry. Like, I thought, you know, you were just telling me you wanted like that gold look of. I said, the exact fucking ring. You just could have got the ring. Not
Did
the
you
ring.
say,
But it wasn't
I
Christmas.
want this?
Yeah, I said, I think that's dope. What do you think? That's what I said.
You didn't necessarily say, babe,
Right,
I'm
but it wasn't
thinking about
Christmas and it
getting
wasn't
this.
my birthday. It was like a random
regular-
gift that I used to say random shit just to be like, hey, how you feeling?
This is what I like in life.
Oh, you know what really does it for me? This Peter Roth Thomas or whatever it is. I would send anything.
What really does it for me?
Hey,
Whoa.
fella's trying to get Deani something for Christmas. She wants that Nike fur. Just
Oh
putting it
my
out there.
God, I've been throwing.
It's gorgeous.
That shit
It's
is fire. Can't find that shit nowhere. But yeah, y'all. So are y'all honest with y'all people when they get bad gifts or no? Y'all just
It
don't?
took me time to to tell someone that they didn't give me what I wanted. So he kind of hyped up, like, asking me the things that he wanted, like, that I wanted.
Oh, don't do that.
And I did, but I don't think it was intentional. I don't think it was intentional. So I got excited, like, oh yeah, let me pick out some stuff that I think that I like, that I want, not things that I need, because I'm the type of person that would want, like, gifts that they, like, need, like, pay a bill off for me, give me something, like, I'm one of them type of people.
Big baller brand shit.
No, not really. Just,
Hello,
I
pay my
just like to
rent.
get stuff that I need. Buy me camera equipment. Buy me something that I need.
Expensive.
So,
Expensive.
but this time I actually wanted something from my want list. And his gift to me was something that I needed. And I was mad because I felt like I gassed myself up for the want, finally, because I'm never asking for anything that I want. And I didn't get it. It took me a very long time to tell that. It took me a few years, I think, to be like, yeah, so remember that?
That shit was trash.
Christmas? Yeah, I didn't really like the way that went. Let's not do that again. And he didn't. But I was still grateful for the gift. So I wasn't necessarily mad because I still needed it. I just was gassed up for something else and I didn't get it. So I'm not good at making people feel bad. Like, I
can't either. I mean, because I've gotten, not necessarily from a relationship, but I've gotten gifts from people who maybe didn't know me as well, but just got me a gift because it's like, okay, maybe she might like this. But I just always appreciate the giving, like, because I know that you at least thought of me and you got something, and here it is. I might not use it. It's collecting dust somewhere. It's still in the box, but it's the fact that I was on your list and you got me something.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
Yes.
I can't relate.
Actually think about it.
I get that. That's a beautiful way to think. My thing is just like, don't do it. Just don't. I've never been a gift person, period.
Okay, well, there we go.
Gift giver or gift
gift
receiver?
giver or gift receiver. I'm not like I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't like that surprise on someone's face and oh my god, I really needed this.
No,
and
birthday gifts never wasn't a thing for me.
I
I love my
giving
mom
gifts.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've never been like a.
I am gift giver, thoughtful queen. That is what I love to do.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think what it is you want to surprise how good you can give a gift.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah.
Like, I want you to damn near
I got
cry
that.
on my gift. Like,
Yeah.
I damn near want you to be, I love you, girl.
I gave some good gifts.
Me too. I have too.
I don't.
Whether a gift was like an event or a party or something of the sort, I have given gifts where I've been looked at like, I love you, girl.
Yeah,
I love you, girl.
I think I've done that for a few people, but not really. I knew what they wanted. Like, my family's very, especially within the family, like, we give a list on Christmas. I mean, before Christmas. Actually, our due date was on Thanksgiving. We are supposed to give a list to everybody what we want. One of the, I think 4 things, because it's 4 of us. So I was like, okay, you just pick out which one, and if you want to go extra, you try to do something extra. But basically, what my mom wants is what she wants. Like, it's not necessarily, and what my brother wants is what he wants, and sister, same thing. So when you go off the list, it's like, what was that for?
But see, I think that's
Right. I told your ass.
I told your ass.
One of the 4 things that I told
you
you.
get 7 and 8.
What?
happened?
What?
But see, I think that's different with dating, though. Like, I don't want to write out a list to the person that I'm dating
No,
or in
I
a
don't want
relationship
to
with.
either.
I want you
Yeah.
to genuinely
It's a
pay
test.
that much fucking attention to me that you fucking know exactly what I want and need, and you're gonna get it for me. That's what's sexy to me. The fact that you paid that much attention and you knew exactly what I want, how I wanted it, what size I needed it in. That lets me know that you're so into me that you were able to just get it yourself without me having to be like, yeah, I want that Chanel bag.
What if the person isn't thoughtful like that?
I don't know if I could do it then.
So you,
I need me a thoughtful.
I think I don't associate it with being a gift, but I'm a person who buys what they need. Like, if I see it, I buy it. Like, if I'm scrolling on like some Instagram or website, I love shopping online. So if I see like, oh, so and so needs this, I'll buy it. I don't know if that's a gift, but I just do it anyway.
No, it's still a gift.
And I'd be like, hey, you remember when you said that you like so and so? Yeah, I got you the little like
That's cute.
portrait of it, blah blah blah. And he'll be like, what? I'm like, yeah, I just.
Well, that's a
but that's
thoughtful
not a gift.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
But we're talking about Christmas.
No, yes, we were, but we can expand the conversation.
I
to
just be
gift
doing
giving.
just
period.
because is. I think I'm a just because person.
But-
I'm not really
and
necessarily
that's
a good.
dope too.
I don't work well under pressure.
Do you feel like you need somebody to be a just because person?
Yes. You can't just because me. I can't just.
Is it because you are just because person?
Yep.
So it has to be equal.
Yes.
Got it. Very
Always.
clear, direct
Very
answers
clear.
here tonight.
Just because of some flowers. That's only just because I like.
Oh yeah, like those
Everything
too.
just because. This could be the smallest thing.
I like just
Hey,
because anything too.
Bought you a box of Essentia water. No, you drink
That's
Essentia just
true.
because. I like that
Those
shit.
do be
Yeah.
just because
That
gifts
shit makes me
too.
want to throw
That's
the
paying
vagina.
attention to me. That means you pay attention to me and you fuck with me that
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
to know that.
You just be thinking. You
Yeah.
just be thinking.
Yeah, that's crazy. I usually get him what he needs and he gets me what I want.
Oh.
Yeah, cause
But
he.
Well, does he think
'Cause
that? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does he think it's because you don't buy
Exactly.
your wants?
Exactly. So when you were saying that, I was just like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. We balance each other out like that.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's so cute. It's necessary. Gift giving is very weird, and you could be really offended too. So
Yeah.
crazy.
How come I didn't see any art at Art Basel? Everybody that went to Art Basel,
First of all,
they didn't.
saying it like
Literally, I was on people's Insta stories trying to find some art.
I seen some art.
Oh.
I saw art all on my
I seen
Insta.
parties.
But it
Nuh-uh.
seemed like everyone went to the same art installation, and then everyone went to Everyday People, and then that was
I
it.
seen that too. That's what I'm saying. I thought they have tons of them. Like it's art everywhere.
Yeah. It's like, where
Where
is
is in
it?
the Winwood Art District? There is art everywhere, but
Yeah.
it's just like
I've never
Who
been.
has
All the
access
people I
to
know
the
went were
art?
snapping art.
Really? I didn't
There
see
was
anything.
No,
Yeah.
I follow
that's
too many
because
mixy people.
I was about to say you
Yeah,
probably
never mind. They
follow
don't
people
respect
mixing.
art. I
It's
should
the
have
new,
followed
what was it, Labor
some.
Day, Memorial Day in Miami. What is the one that people used to go
Memorial
to?
Day.
Memorial
Memorial
Day.
Day.
Ooh, child.
Never have I ever. Never will
Dig
I
I.
actually went one year.
I was gonna say you
and
should probably
I just
experience
stayed
it
in
one
the-
time.
Oh no, I'm good.
I went during spring
like
break
crowds like that.
when I was in
Oh
college,
yeah, yeah.
and
Spring
that's
break.
enough.
I
But
don't
the
know.
Memorial Day, you go to Miami. That's
I think
gotta
South
be a
Beach
different
is so
life.
overrated. Period.
for sure.
I hate South
For
Beach.
sure.
Yeah.
I hate.
I'd
beaches.
much rather be in Wynwood when I go to Miami than anywhere else.
The Arts District is super cute.
It's popping. It's such a good
I've
vibe.
never been.
It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe.
That's crazy.
So are we about to have this
Yes.
year-end conversation?
Year-end conversation. Woo!
Can you believe we're at the end of another year? I'm just
Yes.
trying to figure out where 18 went. Look, I was about to call it 17. I can't believe we went here.
We
That's
are
bad.
here. 2018 niggas is grown.
It's fun.
Way more grown than when we started this podcast.
Rebecca had an amazing idea. Do you want to share the idea that you had?
Yeah. So I did realize that we did an episode where we recapped 2016.
We were so busy in 17, we couldn't
So busy,
provide you
we
with
didn't
it.
do it. But just was curious to see if what we had said on that episode actually came to fruition for us in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
So I took
Generous amount
notes.
of
I
time.
missed that part.
I took notes. Can I read what everyone said they wanted
Yeah.
in 16?
Oh, bitch, you
What are you doing?
You a lifesaver.
I'm
Let
a
me tell you
producer.
something.
I'm
No,
a
I
producer.
don't wanna hear that
Because I listened
So
at 12 minutes.
listen.
And it
stopped
was
at
a
Well,
lot.
I'm
Mom
glad that
conversation.
you even engaged just a little bit.
I listened.
This is
I
progress
heard,
here.
I heard the Rebecca
Yelling.
the yelling, and I
Yeah.
said, "Okay, it's my time."
So I said, because I think this is the order that we went
This
in.
is so nerve-wracking.
I said I wanted to. Well, I'll do myself last because then I can talk about it for me. So Deani said what she wanted more of in 2017 was balance, to be more healthy, to run again. You wanted to dissect
Wow.
lyrics more because you used to do that all the time.
I do none of those things.
Space for yourself, family to be good, just to be happy, meditate more, and drink water. That was Deani. Do you want to speak on it?
I do none of those things.
That's not
except for water, and also space for myself.
Yes.
and also,
You just said you were trying to be more healthy. So
and trying to be more healthy in 2018.
so we're talking about from 16 to now.
Right?
Do you
Can't
feel like
run.
you made progression?
I think Yeah, I mean, judging from that, I think you would maybe not think that, but I think a lot of the meditating, I think, was the biggest. I've been meditating. I've been frequently meditating. I meditate every morning and sometimes night, depending on how tired I am. But yes, I think there is progress. I just sound different. Like,
you did.
I sound different.
Yeah, we all sounded light.
I was gonna get to that last because I feel like we could.
Yeah, that was it.
Could
I mean,
wrap
I drink
that.
water and all that good stuff. And my
What
family
about your
is good.
lyrics? Do you feel like you've accomplished anything in the music realm?
No,
since
I feel like I've
2016?
given up on hip hop actually, and this is becoming like a thing for me where it's seemingly like it's becoming a gimmick so much, and now that I see more of this industry and people in it, it's starting to ruin it for me. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to ignore that and just love it for the art and not for the people. And given like you're not supposed to, it's a distraction and then it fucks up your head. So like the nasty shit that goes on in this hip hop world and the people who work inside of it, the people who do, art inside of it, it's just hard to like have some middle ground where you can enjoy it and then also deal with the fuck shit, especially when you're so passionate like me. So it's hard. So it's becoming a gimmick now, and I think hip hop was sometimes always, there was a gimmick here and there. I just feel like right now you can see it everywhere. There is no hiding the gimmick anymore. There is no like, this shit is a gimmick. So I'm just looking for artists who are sincerely interested in their craft and want to sing or want to rap or care about their artistry, care about their craft, and want to hone in and perfect it. Those are the people that I really do speak power behind.
So you looking forward to that for 2019 to hopefully get back into a good place of that?
I don't know. Probably when I'm 30, I'll care again. I don't care. And I can say that. I said that in one of the, one of the things where I was like, I don't care. And I don't care that I don't care.
Right.
So I think I'm in a good space because I'm starting to really
let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
You got to let it go a little, and it'll come back around eventually. It's just right now, it's too much shit. We just seen the Ebro and Kodak Black shit on Instagram, on Twitter. So it's just like, how do you separate this art from this shit?
You also treat music like a relationship. So I do think it's okay for you to take a break from it. Because I think you've been in such a romantic relationship for years, and it's changing and evolving in a way that you don't like, that you probably should break from it. It's literally like your lover.
Just need some space.
Just a little space. And it's not wrong for that.
So fucking invested in music that it's sometimes creepy.
Yeah,
it's weird. But when I get feelings, like I have feelings about songs, like I remember I was listening to Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry, right? I'm in the fucking car, and when he goes, everything's gonna be all right, I'm really interested. Like, everything's gonna be all right, and the people in the background are celebrating and rejoicing about that one line that makes them feel like everything is going to be okay, even if they had some doubt that it wasn't. Bob Marley saying it was the pinnacle of their like rejoice.
Yes.
Like, it was insane. So I started to tear up because I'm like, it's crazy that music can do that to you. You know what I'm saying? And although I can go on a tangent about how music can evoke these feelings, and I feel so much about music and hip hop and all genres, disco, jazz especially, and soul, I just, R&B, all of it. I just feel like for somebody who's so passionate and so invested, it's really hard to also be socially aware and deal with this too.
It's a lot. It's heavy.
Or want to care about what's going on beyond this music and what they're making. Because if we're only keeping it to the music, that's one thing. But when you start thinking about people raping people, people sexually assaulting people, beating people, domestic violence, all these other things, it's like, what do? You know what I'm saying? So she's getting really foggy, getting really crazy. But I need a break.
Yeah,
I need a break. I don't care. I just want to listen to music and leave me alone.
But you do see some growth from 2016 to now from there. A little bit.
I see growth in myself from 16, period.
Yes.
But that episode made me not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
This next one, though. This next person here. Bex.
Jesus Christ.
Yours was simple, eloquently said like you
I
usually
did?
do.
What'd she say?
Let go, relinquish control. Ain't that a Rebecca thing?
Asshole.
Oh,
You're a
You did that.
I'm an asshole.
No, I said you're a phoenix.
No, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Can't forget it.
But let it
That's
go.
that's a lot. I can't say I'm a phoenix. That's a
No,
lot.
since 2016, I can't say you're a phoenix because it
Right.
consistently keeps burning and becoming reborn. But maybe
you-
that was your phoenix year.
Do you feel like
No, my
you?
Phoenix year was this year, for sure.
I think so too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That
For
is
sure.
incredible.
100%. So between 2016 to 2018, do you feel like you've let go? Do you feel like you've relinquished
I still
control?
work with letting go, for sure. I can't say that I do that all the time, but I definitely notice when I'm not doing it and when I have to coach myself to say, you know what, stop. You can't do anything, or
Mhm.
you've done all that you can. Just come on, let it go. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, I'm and it's funny I just said it like that too because I am kinder with myself. Like I have like
Oh, good.
you know, lighthearted conversations where I'm not really killing myself over something because I would go, why the fuck did you do that? And I would like argue with myself and like criticize myself in my head, and that was really all right, we know what you're doing right now. That's not what's gonna happen. So kind of like what your therapist told you, where every time you say something negative, you counter it with something positive and say, I love myself or I love you. I don't say I love you, but me countering it is my performance of loving myself. But yeah, I'm not in my head as much.
Girl.
I'm not in my head as much.
A lot.
I do let go more. Yeah. I also said I just wanted to be happy, and I'm not happy all the time, but I'm happy.
That's good.
Woo!
I'm happy.
Now, the reason why we get like this, and you guys should probably listen back to episode 4.
Listen to that episode.
Just with all of us, period. But Rebecca, we were saying this off the mic before we recorded. We felt like Rebecca was much heavier.
Cynical and
Yes,
jaded.
very. And you're so complete. Rebecca, episode 4 would not have said, "I am happy," period. That would not have been a sentence. So just to see it grow, and I really want our listeners to actually listen to episode 4 when they're done with this to just see and hear
go
how
back in your
different we
Bibles.
even sounded.
Chapter 4.
Oh
Black
man!
Girl Podcast.
Anything else you want to say about your growth from 16 to now, 2016 to now?
She listens to T.D. Jakes now too, y'all. It's very
Oh,
real
yo.
out here.
She not just praying
Oh,
to
in
the
that
moon and the
episode, she
stars,
was like, "No,
child.
y'all, the universe, the stars and the moon."
I'm sorry. I still believe the universe.
man.
Yes,
It's
but
still
you also
universe
listen.
language.
Yes, but you're TD Jaking it up.
It's been like a year.
That's crazy.
You would have never mentioned the TD Jakes
No,
in
I
episode
think
4.
a lot of 2019 is gonna be well, why the fuck not?
You know the
Like
fuck
that.
what?
I think that's gonna be my mantra for 2019.
Wait, we gotta wait. We're gonna talk
Oh,
about
I'm sorry.
2019 later,
And
a little
I
later.
feel like 2016 to now was it was real. That shit was getting me ready for now because I don't know what the fuck I was doing, and I don't even have the words for it. I just know it's different. I just know it's different. And I'm
Well, God
fine.
bless different. Thank God for different.
MVP.
Fine.
MVP.
The next person here on this fine list is Safira.
What did I say?
She wanted Sassbox to be a household name,
It's not.
and just to,
All right.
no, because
No, I'm not saying that negative.
Right.
I'm not being negative. Continue.
No, we weren't saying that, but I'm gonna correct you on that. Consistency across the board is what you asked for your following year then. And we all kind of at the end of that we were like, yeah, because this is shit. Yeah, Deani was like, yeah, me too.
That's all I said.
Yeah, that's all you. That was
I
it.
love consistency.
I do too.
It's very hard.
Safira, talk about it.
It's very necessary.
Sassbox.
Oh, well, I wasn't being negative when I said it's not. I was just
I don't think so
speaking
either.
in reality. It's not a household name. Yet. It's not a household name yet.
You also rebranded it from 16 to 18.
I did. It's been through a lot of changes. I'm happy to say that what I was doing was working under the Sassbox name. So any job that I did in the last year, because as everybody knows, I wasn't always employed. I was either freelancing or working for myself. So every job that I did paid not just Safira Martin, but they paid Sassbox. So I'm happy that I was able to establish that. What else? I mean, I did a lot in 2017 that did not necessarily reflect a box. I was thinking about this the other day, but I sent 3 schools of kids to see Black Panther earlier this year.
Oh my God, that was this year. That seemed like so long ago.
Yeah, I was a social media manager under the name of Sassbox this year.
Do you feel
in fashion? I feel like the name has gotten out there more. I feel like some of the work that I didn't even take as serious, people still to this day are like, girl, oh my God, da, 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 coming up to me if they see me and telling me that they're proud of me. And for a long time, I didn't feel proud of myself. But I do now, as far as the choices and decisions I'm making to get it to be a household name. But consistency
across the board,
it's not. I haven't been consistent across the board. I think 2017, no, I think 2018, that's the year we're in now, was such a defining year for me, and it brought me to a lot of realizations that I was either ignoring or, that's the same thing, I was gonna say, not paying attention to. And I'm just really excited, and I feel more equipped for 2019. I feel more equipped more than ever. I don't know if it's because I realize, I'm getting older. I don't know what it is, but I just feel very much more ready to be successful in 2019.
You display that too.
Thank you.
The way you walk and the way you've just been curating the fuck out of events. Like you've been having an event every week.
No, not every week. But
but that's a good thing. That's what I was gonna correct you on. Like, don't say it's not a household name. I feel like people are. It's Sassbox is tied to you.
Yeah,
100%.
Household names take time.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Anything
Household
else you
names
want
will
to talk
take time.
about in regards to that, in regards to your notes from back then?
No.
Shit, I got notes
That was
from
it.
this year.
Right.
Gia.
I'm just like,
I'm waiting for this year notes.
Yes.
Gigi, go ahead.
Gia Peppers.
Oh, G, I want to hear it.
Gia Peppers said, wanting to be on a major TV network.
Well,
Not happening.
That happened.
that happened.
Yes, it did.
VH1.
BT.
And E News.
What?
Oh, no, it was
Oh,
The
well,
Voice.
that was my
it-
voice.
It still
gonna
was
come
still-
out.
That was 2017.
Yes, we're talking about 16 to 18.
Okay.
Accomplishment.
Right.
Hello.
Move, dating
No.
in love. You wanted to really do that. Stop running from things that scare me. Becoming a person that finds more joy than happiness is what she said.
No on that.
On what?
No on, obviously I'm not in a relationship.
But dating.
But dating, yes.
ish.
Dating-ish, like the show Blackish. I think I'm working on getting back to a place of joy. I do understand the difference between joy and happiness. I also understand that joy is like something that can't be taken away. Happiness is like external. So, I feel like it's a learning process. But yeah, I have so much work left to do to like, I think joy is going to take like
A lifetime.
some unpacking, some unbuilding. I think I let a lot of things like make me question what I believed, which was not necessary. Like, I feel like I was much happier then. I think I was much like, lighter and like more fun then. And so I was like, damn, I just let life get to me way too much. Like, I really let life me. So I was just like, dang, I need to get back to that place
happy
of
light. We all sound
lighter
happy
and like
except Rebecca.
not letting people like their opinions shape what I believe. Just because what I believe might be, I like Disney and fairy tales and cute shit, and there's nothing wrong with that. And like being okay with that, and not like letting it be like you're a kid. I'll be that, and I'll be happy in my freaking life.
Kid land. Right.
You know, so and I'm not a kid. It's just there are certain things that I believe you should protect about your space and your energy, and I don't think I did a good job at protecting that this year. So
I think it's dope that you noticed that though.
for sure, I can see it. I like see it. I hate that I see it, but I can see it. I just like now I'm like, all right, let me get back to like being or working to that place. But I don't think I'm a different person. Like the DNA, I'm different. So now I have to figure out like, okay, so what's the way that I get to joy from here? And so that's the journey that is going to unfold.
I didn't expect your response to TV networks to be so flatline like that. Because you absolutely were on everyone's television this year.
But I feel like it's like, I think for me, I know what I meant then. More like a consistent place on a television.
The Gia Pepper's show.
No, not even that. Working on like Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, okay. And that wasn't being facetious either.
Right. Because I wouldn't have wanted that, because I believe like when you have a talk show, and again, you never know what God's timing is, but when you have a talk show, I feel like you should have lived a little life. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can't talk to no married woman and she'd be like, well, girl, you don't know. Girl,
So finish.
you don't know nothing.
But I don't want you to downplay that because you didn't get your consistent gig, that you being on everybody's television and everybody showing you how proud they are, that's not like you didn't make an achievement. You actually did not exactly. You actually were on a television network, whether it was consistent or not. So praise that.
But it was consistent because you was on them Dreaming
That's
Black
a fact.
commercials.
Hello.
Every commercial break on BET
Yeah.
Digital. Because that's how I watch TV.
Absolutely.
Right.
Celebrate that win, because you could have been looking back at that and been like, damn, that still didn't happen yet.
Right.
But it did.
That's true.
100%.
At least you
Look
right.
back on
You got
No,
that.
because I thought you were about to be. I really, when I saw that, I was excited for you. I was like, oh yes, Gia got that television.
Accomplished.
So when you did it right here and you didn't have that same energy, I was like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be.
I've been super hard on myself lately.
Yes.
So I've been like, you know what? let me
We all
give
do, though.
myself Some,
We all
some
do.
spice.
And a lot of the times when we go about life later on, we always have to redefine everything. Redefining happiness, redefining joy, redefining all these elements. So, you can't think that there's just one outlook or one idea or one feeling of happiness. This is what makes me happy.
Right.
Later on in life, you will learn that I didn't know this made me happy. Now I have to add this, or I have to push this out because this no longer makes me happy. So, you being able to recognize that and know that you have to sit and figure out what brings joy to Gia in 2018 or 19 and 20 and later on, things don't stay the same. And if things are the same, then you should worry.
Right. Yes.
You're not growing.
Right.
So,
And that you are.
yeah, that's the positive with all this.
For sure.
All of it.
And-
Leash peace.
So mine was just simple. I went first. Y'all all had the deep responses. I was mad that I didn't get a deep response out. But mine was,
Yeah, because you're deep.
I try to be sometimes. Shooting something for myself. So creating my own content. And even in that moment, I think I was a year or two behind in actually wanting to finish shooting something that I shot. I still have not done that. But what I did do, or I am doing, is going to therapy to figure out why I'm so stuck when it comes to myself and progressing forward. I just don't know why. In my own creative world, I can tell everybody else how to be creative and how to do it and why I think they should do it this way or what will look best with them. But when it comes to me, I just cannot fucking do it. I literally had a project that I started when I was 28, 29. I'm going to be 33 next year. And I still have not done it. I haven't shot a single thing for it. And I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram post, but I posted shooting Yvonne Orgy at the Barclays Center when she did the Chris Rock Total Blackout Tour
Yeah, we seen that girl.
last year. And I left, in my caption, I was just saying, you know, I almost declined it. I didn't want to do it, but thankfully I had people around me that believed in me. And here I am a year later, and I'm still shooting content for them. I posted that, and I didn't realize how much, like, feedback and love that I was going to get. I got, like, over 100 and something comments, and, like, I was so overwhelmed that I cried because I could not understand how 100 and something people can comment on how much they believe in me and how much I'm worth it and how much they're ready to see me do more, and I could not see that in myself. I literally cried on Monday 4 times. Overwhelmed as fuck. I was so overwhelmed by all, like, people that I didn't even know, people that I know that were still following me, people that I didn't know, like, still believed in me as much as they did, people DMing me, like, saying that I inspired them. I didn't understand where the fuck was my own inspiration for me. So I really truly think it's so crazy. It's really ridiculous at this point. I think, though, with therapy, I think next year will be, and I'm going to speak it as an affirmation, will be the breakout year where I actually shoot the content that I need and put it out, and it'll be a web series or it will be a something, because I need help, and I think therapy is going to help me with that.
That is awesome.
I really do, because I really feel stuck. Like, it doesn't make sense how I have all of these ideas in my head and I have not done one of them yet, but I can do it for anybody else but myself. Like, it's crazy. So for me, unstuckness is what I'm looking for in 2019, and I guess we could propel the conversation from there on.
It's also, I just wanted to bring this up. It's also because I see our faces, and I know, like, okay, people weigh a lot and heavy on things that they send for the next year, right? This next year, I'm gonna do this, and this, and this, and then whenever it does not happen or you don't achieve it, you say, "Damn, I really didn't move forward." But you don't really think life is life, right? Life will life you, like Gia said. Like, it will happen. You will learn different things throughout your year. You know what I'm saying? And those things will be, you know, there'll be accomplishments there that you weren't expecting. So stop thinking that it was expected of you to do these things in 2016. You're supposed to be here in 2018. I set out to do all these because, you know, I just see our faces. And I know, like, we're probably not thinking that hard on it, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, I was supposed to do all these things. I didn't do none of them shits, but I also did all these other things that I never thought that I would be doing. Right? Because you don't think.
Come on.
You don't think that far. You don't. Nobody thinks that far about themselves, period. You know, to say, you know, Alicia, thinking about, you know, believing in yourself and doing those things, you know, doing those physical things like working out. I'm going to work out. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to do these things. Yes. But as far as taking the time to say, hey, I'm going to actually invest in myself mentally, spiritually, actually care about the love that I pull into my life and also push out of my life. I'm also thinking about, you know, you have to, like, start to really think about those things and not get so down on yourself because you haven't achieved those things. You know what I'm saying? Not you, like, you can't tell God's plan. Like, you have no way. You can set out this idea, just like Robert. I was listening to Robert Townsend yesterday at I saw the 5 Heartbeats documentary again, and he was there, and Tommy Davis was there too. Oh, wow. It was really cool. But he was talking about watching your words. Although you have no, you know, you have no control with what God plans to do within your 2019 year. But you do know that whatever you speak, you need to speak it with confidence and knowing that this is what you want. Yeah. But you also have to put the work behind it. Yeah. So you might not achieve it because maybe you didn't put enough work behind it. Maybe you just said it and you thought that was enough. It's not enough. Yeah. Right. Working at it is enough, and taking small steps, not big steps. You don't have to be you don't have to do the fucking creative video tomorrow. Right. You can start out with, hey, let me try to motivate myself here. Speak power into my own name here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big believer in speaking power into anybody's name, which leads me to the next thing was, who was the 3 women? Yeah. Who, somebody asked that.
Rebecca's. Oh, no, Gia. Excuse me.
Gia. inspired you this year? That was the best question I seen on the group chat because I really like that one. So
Thanks.
I have my 3. If y'all ready, go ahead.
So let's speak power behind these people that actually, I guess, motivated you throughout this year, or maybe helped you, or you don't even gotta know them.
Yeah, I think for me, I feel like my mom and sister get one thing, like mom, sister, sister, mom, because they're just always great. And Gretchen, I think just seeing her this year,
She's a
blossom
boy.
and just
So
be
beautiful.
That
Her
child
little just flower
and her
power
energy,
just baby.
shit.
But she's not a baby. She's like now it's like, okay, you're really my equal. Like, you're not my little sister anymore. You're my sister, and like you're like a your person. You're your own person. Like, you're
parallel
not
to you.
little sister anymore. Even though she still is always gonna be like my sister and one of the loves of my life. Like, seeing her as a grown woman and seeing her not give a damn about what anybody says was and is so inspiring. Because I'm like, I've always cared too much. Like, I've always been like, oh, I won't do that just because. And like, she's never cared. Like, she's been like, I care. No, that's not true. She did a lot of work to unpack and unravel and unlearn and caring about what people think.
Right.
And I think that's been really cool to witness. She's like the Solange to my Beyonce. I always say that. So
Yeah, she really is.
yeah, so like, I'm always like, go ahead, little Solange, do your thing, honey. I love it. And mom is always just supportive and always making me put a mirror up. Like, all right, so what are you doing? What are we on today? What's up? What's the plan, Stan? So she's just, I'm just always inspired by how hard she works. Of course, I want to say one of my friends, Jovian Zane, who's a speaker but also part of the Wonderland Music group, has just really been in my corner this year and praying for me and praying with me. And she's just a light. Like, anybody who knows Jovi, she also did a big project with Facebook Watch and Jada this year. Anybody who knows her knows that she's just walking light. And so she just has always been there to kind of help me at moments where I kind of let my light dim. And so she's always been like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, it's all right. You'll be okay.
Right.
You're in a season. It's okay. And then lastly, Issa Rae, but has just been
Still, I think you said her in 2016.
I
too.
did, but I'm like, her upward movement has just been so consistent and beautiful and thoughtful and integral, and she's thinking about others as she's moving up. Like, her new deal with Columbia Pictures makes sure that screenwriters of color are getting backing and their stories told. So she partnered with Columbia Pictures to be like, nah, we gonna develop these writers and then y'all gonna write these stories and then y'all gonna pay for these films. Like, that's so incredible. And I just think what she was able to do with Insecure this year was great. She put on new people. She didn't care if people didn't like that Lawrence was gone. But she was like, you gonna watch or no? You gonna watch?
Like,
okay.
don't get it twisted. Who's the focus
like,
of the show?
please, it's about me. Issa Rae.
She gonna be picking up Rebecca 2019. That's all I know as a writer.
Bex and Lee. Lee's about to be on the show too.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, she said too soon, and I said no, it's not.
No, you never know.
No.
And so so those are people, and I think also Issa was just so nice. Like, when I did the Insecure Fest, and then after that, I think seeing her and experiencing her in that way was like, oh shit, you're a person. Not okay, you're not just a figure. So that was cool. I think those women, there's so too many more to name, but I think those women off the top of my head were like really big, like always consistent motivations for me this year.
My 3 are Karina Evans, who is the director for all of Drake's recent poppin' videos. My favorite this year was God's Plan. And In My Feelings, I really like that one too. I met Karina, I told y'all this already, at
In My Feelings,
Complex Con. Kiki, do you love me?
The one with Lala.
Yeah.
and
I'm
Alicia
losing my
Rashad.
shit.
Yeah.
And Shaggy.
Shiggy.
Sorry, I just came back from Jamaica.
And she also directed
Jamaica.
the
You heard her
video that
accent?
SZA
Nice roulette.
and Childish Gambino were in
Garden.
together. Yes.
Yes.
She directed that as well. So Karina Evans, for me, is just a testimony of just always learning. She was with Director X, and she just was doing whatever she could possibly do to learn from Director X, and Director X took a chance on her. Drake called Director X for a video and said, I can't do it, but I have somebody who can. And he said, Karina Evans could do it for you, and we have God's plan. And to me, she exuded confidence, because she could have easily been like, nah, bro, I ain't ready for that. That's Drake. I can do somebody else smaller than that. But nah. So the fact that she was that confident in her craft to say, yes, I will take it on and do it with the team of people that I believe in, is such an inspiration for me, just to think about it, like how she even fathomed the thought of just doing it. Like, that's just something I just don't know how to do yet. So for me, super inspiration. Second person is my homegirl, Ashley Acuna, who is the creator of The Grapevine. She walks around another person with confidence. When I tell you, she is the affirmation queen, and everything that she ever says out of her mouth actually comes to life. Wow. She is also the person that will work and put every dime and dollar that she makes right back into herself, like right back into her craft. There's nothing that distracts her. Anything that she purchases has a direct effect to what will make her future in the Grapevine. Whatever she wants to do, she's gonna do it. So if she needs to buy an outfit that's gonna be for the show because she has to look a certain way, that's what's gonna happen. If she has to pay a DP that she thinks is gonna shoot it this way and he costs $700, she's gonna do it. She does not think about anything else other than her brand, her show, her baby, and she invests in herself. So for her to be someone that I like, and she's younger than me, went to high school together, to just see her just be so confident in her stride and just put all of everything that she ever has back into herself is such a, like, again, inspiration for me, because that is something that I lack. I don't know how to do that. Or I do know how to do that and I just don't. Third person is Bex Francois.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Here we go.
That's not your name?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure? You not sure?
You see, you ripped up all that damn tissue. You don't got nothing to wipe your face with.
There's plenty over there by the microwave.
Stop cutting up the tissue. We need it.
Are you about to cry? Cause I've been emotional. Cause
Here we go.
Here goes.
All right.
And
because no, don't do this. Cause I've been trying to hold it together.
Then don't get on my nerves about cutting napkins. I'm trying to keep them crying. Go ahead.
5.
Rebecca has, in the last year, changed everything about her, whether it is physical, whether it is mental or emotional. You have actively been working on yourself. Don't make me cry. I'm doing good. And the two people that I mentioned before equals you. You're like a product of what they are. So you're my 3. And just to see your growth mentally, just to see you be creative. Like, you went from not knowing how to turn on a camera, not knowing what the camera is, not knowing how to fucking start Premiere, annoying us with questions at Hot 97, to literally curating the content that your brain sees in your head and putting it out there. Like, and that's because you're actively working on every part of you, every part of Rebecca. And that is so fucking beautiful to see. That I truly, every time you come up on my timeline, the first thing I'm saying is I need to be like this. I need to do this. There's no reason that you can't do this. She went from not knowing how to do it to teaching herself. And I cannot thank you for actually coming into yourself more than, and like, I don't think you understand how much you're inspiring me. Like, that is not, it's insane how much someone that I argue with back and forth, that is a pain in my ass, sticking your fingers in my food every 2 minutes, but you have truly, like, Don't make me cry, please.
I'm not.
'cause
I'm
it's right
trying to
here.
do
My
things.
throat getting tickly. I'm trying to stop it. But I really, 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 really want to thank you for working on yourself, because just like a podcast listener, I'm watching you and you're inspiring me. And you know that I genuinely mean this, because I take everything that you say and do to I hold it to a certain level of my life. Like Rebecca said this must be right. Or Rebecca's doing this must be right. Like, you know how I feel about your words. You know how I think your eloquentness with your words stain me. So I thank you for picking up a camera, doing what you're doing, and being creative and inspiring people, inspiring me. I've literally been doing this since I was a kid. I would pick up a camera because that's just what I knew how to do. And here you come, flourishing 2-3 years out of nowhere and just doing it and telling me, without telling me that, bitch, you could do it too, because I'm doing it. Stop doubting yourself. So thank you for being consistent this year with actively changing who you are and what you're doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you for that. So
See the glisten.
yeah, those are my 3.
Oh,
Those are my 3. And I didn't write that down, just your name.
It's from the heart.
So that was literally just growing out.
Look at
Spilling
growth
it
in
out.
God.
Don't cry. I see a vein on your forehead.
I see a vein in
I
your
didn't cry because I was.
It's always there.
You didn't like
But I
God.
truly mean that. I mean everything I'm
Growth in
saying.
God.
She was like, "Grod." We just had so much grod.
We just had God.
Thank you, girl.
Can you speak? Can you tell your 3?
God.
Vex can't do her
Sorry,
3
Lord.
yet. So
No.
Beam or Saf?
That's very nice. That was very nice.
Safra.
Thank you guys.
Retweet on that. Retweet on that.
Thank you.
Hashtag.
No, thank you,
I know.
Bex.
Aw, that was really nice.
Thank you. Lee.
Thank you.
Mm.
MVP.
My 3 people. It's not 3 people.
Is it me again? Because I can't take it again. I can't take it anymore.
I too.
Wow, that's a busty bubble, but no.
No, but I can't give it to 3 people. If I had to give it to someone, it really just be my mom.
Mama.
And
Okay.
it's really crazy to sit and think about. I was listening to you guys, but I was also thinking about what I was gonna say. My mom turned 60 on Christmas Eve, so that's already beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I've always thought about like where we would be like at this age. Like, you're 60, I'm approaching 30 next year. Like, how would our lives look?
Wow.
And it didn't look anything like the year that we've had, but I'm grateful for the year we had and what got us here. So I'm grateful to say that December 22nd, I will be able to give my mother a 60th birthday party. And that's really big for me. Like,
huge.
I think about when she gave me my sweet 16 and all the work that went into that.
work.
When she,
All the work.
when she sent me off to college, my parents packed up the car. I just think about this year has made me think about life and the different things that, we've been met with. And it's been, I don't even know, like I said earlier, it's been a defining ass year. But the most inspirational woman to come through it is my mom. Yeah. And I don't really have nothing more to say. I think it's going to always be that way. Like, I feel like it's been that way since I was a kid. I saw my mother overcome breast cancer that's one thing down. I saw my mother deal with losing a baby. That's one thing down. I saw my mother go through school twice, 2 masters. That's another thing down. I saw my mom this year losing her marriage. That's another thing down. So, and I had a conversation with my brother about it too. And it's like, wow,
What a life.
Mom.
Your mom is the definition of falling and getting the fuck back
Nah,
up
she don't
stronger.
fall.
Not even falling, but
She
I'm
don't
saying
bend,
like
nor she
don't
not even
break.
that's what I'm saying. Not even a fall, but just like
It's not a full.
it's not even an
like
L.
a-
It's like a
okay.
trip,
And
but I'm up.
I get the sentiment and I get the statement, and that's what Seth and I were discussing. That's my older brother, and it's like, And it's like
Goodbye.
right.
You really can't talk about
Goodbye.
anyone's brother.
Right.
No,
Goodbye.
it's really bad. It's
You're a
really
fan?
bad.
They gonna jump you.
Speaking
I'm
of
just watch.
brothers.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
And it's just like, wow,
New
mom, you are like everyone says their mom is superheroes, and I believe it. I believe women are superheroes, and like I think everyone's mom has their own characteristics and traits to why they're superheroes, and that's great. And I'm not trying to shade none of y'all or play none of y'all, but Tony
shade.
is the fucking Terminator, like
Tony the Terminator.
literally.
She is.
So if I had to really think about it, I can't give anybody else those 3 slots. It's literally my mother every time.
Mom, mother, mommy.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mama.
And then also to realize a lot of the things that I've learned from her, whether they were good or bad, and like even if they're bad, the things that it's like, okay, I got that from my mother, and now it's time to work around changing it, or like, you know, you don't want to be that way. How do you
Update it.
Yeah. But this was the year of Tony. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Tony.
Care of is a monthly subscription vitamin service that delivers completely personalized vitamin and supplement packs right to your door. When you go on their website, you get to take a fun online quiz that asks you about your diet, health goals, and lifestyle choices. It only takes 5 minutes to find out what vitamins and supplements you specifically need. Your vitamins get delivered right to your door in a personalized, easy-to-remember daily pack, perfect for a busy on-the-go lifestyle. They also have vegan and vegetarian supplement options available to match your dietary needs. I love when I pick up my packet every morning, it says, "Hello, Saphira," and it has a cute quote to get my day started. So if you want to take advantage of this, for 25% off your first month of personalized Care of vitamins, visit takecareof.com and enter BGP. Hope you guys get your vitamins.
Fly.
Who's on next? Me?
I don't think
Rebecca?
Rebecca's ready yet.
Not ready. It's hard. The first person I'm gonna say, because I just looked at, I tore the picture out. Anytime I see Serena Williams in some kind of like, not like the girly light, but the light of looking like, hey, I come here to fuck shit up, and I don't care, right? I love Serena Williams. So what she went through this year, right? After watching her and people criticize her over and over. And of course, she's been through it since she was a child. That's weird. That was 2 different.
Yeah.
We have the same birthday.
Twins.
But she's been criticized her whole career. But dealing with that and also being a mother and also still dealing with it is strength, right? And I'm really enamored. I've always been enamored by strength. Strength is something that I love. I wish that I can like get more of it. I love grabbing. I just love strength. I love seeing it in women, black women especially, because it's there and it shines the brightest sometimes. Love shines too, but also strength and resilience shines the brightest with black women when I look at them. So when I look at her, that's what I see. And it's what I want to be. So, you know, of course I don't want to play tennis. I don't want to do those things. But there is a picture in Vogue that, and it's purple lighting in the back, blue, purple lighting. And she just has the off-white shirt on. And she's just standing there. She's not smiling. But in her eyes, it just looks like, I don't care what you guys say. I'm doing what I'm set out to do. I don't give a fuck what y'all gonna say. And of course, again, I said it before, she's been through this, but to continue to go through it for years after people have doubted her over and over again is something to me that I can't stop standing. I cannot do it. So, and how she handles it in press conferences too. And because I'm watching that with people, now that I'm in a different space now, I'm watching how people handle, you know, not even criticism, just bashing people and trash shit and trolls and all those things. These long shits, these long think pieces written about you that they don't even fucking know you, and they come up, you know, paint pictures made of you that look like a monkey, things like that. You keep dealing with it, you know, and you still come out on top. It's incredible to me. you know, or to sit there next to another black girl and tell her, keep your head up. You won. This is not your, this is your time. You know what I'm saying?
Like, don't
even though
listen to
you
them.
got cheated out of it, you still went on and carried her and yourself. I think that shit is incredible to me. So that kind of strength. Okay, Serena Williams. I always look at her. I always think that she's just fucking. She's a walking, just a walking rock. Then of course, like everybody else, it's my mama. My mom. I would not been able to make it through this year without this woman. I can't make it throughout any year, but this year necessarily, because it was one of my roughest years. Learning so much about everything, opportunities that you were ready for, but God only saw that you were ready for it. You didn't think that you were ready for it, nor did, your mom knew that you were ready for it, but you didn't see it in yourself. So, it's still, I was listening to the 2016 one, and I know I was talking about that before, where I was like, my mom is always like, why do you doubt yourself so much when I've raised you to be a different person? I've raised you to be the person that you look to and also believe in, like how I believe in you. So I'm starting to see those things. And this is going to sound cocky, but I don't give a fuck. The third person is me.
Yes, I was hoping somebody did
I've
that.
inspired myself, because there is no way. And I know, like, I hear it a lot, and I appreciate the words and the words of encouragement, but I have been through a rough shit this year as far as taking in people's opinions of me, hearing what people think about me, dealing with all these death threats, dealing with all these things that I've been getting from people over one show. I have legit just I've made it. I made it through this year. And sometimes you just have to celebrate yourself making it through, because a lot of the times people don't make it through.
Listen.
People want to give up in the middle. People don't want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though it's there. People don't want to see it because they don't know how long it takes to get there. So it's all about, like I said before, doing the work. Rebecca, you've done the work.
Listen.
And I think that's what Alicia was saying too. You've done the work to be the person that you've envisioned that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So to envision that person and say, I'll do the work, I don't care how long it's going to take, is a sign of strength itself.
Yes.
And that's the kind of power I like and love within women, period. They are able to take on everything else, but most importantly, take on themselves and challenge themselves and know, hey, you know what? I challenge you to think past your insecurities. I challenge you to actually move around what held you back or what you think is still holding you back. I challenge you to take that small step. So,
To challenge you past your insecurities.
yes.
Ooh.
So,
A word.
I would say that is I have to give myself a pat on the back, because it was bad. And so I have let fear hold me back so many times. I am the fear lady. But I am also fearless
And
as
come
fuck.
on now.
So I choose on which day who I want to be.
Right.
But that's the beauty of being me and being who I am, learning what kind of person I am. And what scares me what scared me in 2016 doesn't scare me now. So, fear also can redefine a lot of things. You have to redefine fear for yourself now. Now that you've moved into different spaces, the fear before was, I don't want to talk on a mic like that. I'm scared. Now you're talking on a mic. You're doing these opportunities in front of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, a bunch of other people, or whatever you never thought was going to happen happens. And that's where your fear starts. But there are tons of fears. And with life, and as you grow, and as I'm growing, I'm learning that fear is something you have to redefine as well. and take it on as much as you take on the joy, as much as you take on the happiness, as long as you know, make sure that you know that this is life. So
fear is something you have to redefine as well.
Yes, you have to redefine it. You have to sit
I
there
need
and
them to
take it
hear that
apart.
again.
Figure out what it does for you. What does fear do for you now? Like, what does fear look like now?
How does fear help you? Because fear
And
can help
sometimes
you.
somebody said, that's what I do now. I'm a big, I like going deep into, don't laugh at
I'm
me.
scared.
I like watching feminist speeches, right? Listening to feminist speeches, or even lesbian feminists, because they got the fire speeches. But they do. They don't give a fuck. Like, okay, yeah. So, but let's just say Oprah, right? Oprah had this thing called the gift of fear, right? And how sometimes the gift of fear could help you and hurt you, but also help you if you do know that you're, something in you is telling you, hey, the guy told the story about how this lady was she was walking up the stairs of her apartment, and she had some bags on her, and the bag broke and the food fell down. The man downstairs, some random man downstairs, was like, hey, I'll bring this up to you. And in her body already reacted to fear. Like, it's just, okay, all right, cool. So he's walking upstairs. She's already at her door. He goes, well, let me bring these in for you. Let me bring these in and help you in the house. Get into the house. This man rapes her. After raping her, he was a serial rapist. So he was killing people. He rapes her. He goes, hey, and she goes, he goes, hey, I'm gonna come back. I'll be right back. He was going to the kitchen to find a knife, and the guy that Oprah was with was like, the gift of fear is reacting when you know when it's time to react, or know when it's time to move. And the reason why she didn't die is because she knew at that moment, acting on fear, she had to get the fuck up out of there, no matter what it took.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying active fear looks different for everybody too. Not saying that because you stayed in the bed, or because you didn't move, or because certain things you didn't act on fear. No, acting on fear looks different, but acting on fear could be a gift and also a curse. So just make sure, you identify those things. There's a bunch of, yeah. So it would be me. I don't want it to sound, I'm sorry if it sounds like
It doesn't.
Not at all. I wanted to say me, but I wasn't ready. So I'm glad you're there.
I have to give myself that because it was dark.
You had a great fucking year. You had an amazing year. Give yourself that.
Just
You
hearing
deserve to give yourself that.
just hearing you speak how you just spoke right now
Right.
compared to the episode like 4
Hell
episodes
yeah.
ago. I
Hell
don't even know
yeah.
who this person is right now. This is who we were saying you could be, and that's what you're doing. Literally.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
Yes.
Rebecca,
Why?
it's your turn.
Everyone went, darling.
I don't have it in me. I really don't have it in me. I don't know. I will say, the first of the three is going to be a lot of collectives. The first of the three are a lot of the creative women that just completely surprised everyone with like their content, their bridging, their door opening, their connections, their conversations, just elevating everything. And a few of those women are Mara Brock Akil, Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, Tessa Thompson, Janelle Monáe, Jazz Fly, Natasha Rothwell, just to name a few. But just like the amount of dedication and just like they're just doing it. They're just doing it. They're just doing it. And it's it goes back to the whole like, why the fuck not? Like, this is just, what kind of person do you have to be to continue to just do it? And to be for yourself, to have that conversation with yourself, to continue to do it, to get up and say, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. Fuck it, it's gonna work. Fuck it. Fuck that no. Fuck that maybe. Fuck that later. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And just and just produce and succeed, and then say what next, not be satisfied, you know, and just keep going. I think a lot of those women that I mentioned have like that energy in them, and it was really exhilarating to watch them work this year and to see what they have lined up for the next year, not for themselves but also the people that they want to see rise with them. The second group of people would be obviously BGP. Every single one of y'all. Y'all have inspired me to make different decisions for myself because of how much you guys are truly yourselves. Alicia, you have an amazing ability to nurture and be consistent and to care and invest yourself into relationships with people. Like, people matter a lot to you, and it's obvious. And that's something you don't want to sacrifice. You will not sacrifice. You will not change about yourself. And I agree, you should not do that. I think it's a golden part of yourself that is really, really like, it's scarce. It's scarce, that quality that you have. And I'm so happy that you have it and you hold on to it and you refuse to sacrifice or to, compromise that. Gia, you are very much Miss Gia Peppers, unapologetic for the fact that you are not like the rest of us. Which isn't a bad thing. You are not like the rest of us, but you own it. You own it. You're unapologetic. You are tenacious. I don't know. Every single time I go on my feed, it's something new. You're someplace new. It's a different mic. It's a different script. It's a different. It's a different. Like.
Okay.
I don't know how you keep going. I don't know how you keep doing it.
Thank you, Bills.
But I know. But there, it lives someplace different. It doesn't live in fear. It lives in like someplace pure for you to do what you're doing, and it's obvious because it keeps replenishing. It keeps replenishing.
It's your bloodline.
And it runs deep, and I think it has a lot to do with your faith, and I admire that about you. You have very strong faith, and it's inspired me to work on mine and to build mine. Hallelujah. Diani, I'm so proud of what you just did just now. Because to be able to say everything you just said shows and proves how much you've grown as a person. And I know it's not easy. I know it's not worth it sometimes because of some of the bullshit and people you have to deal with. I know it's not worth it because of how you grew up, how you didn't grow up. But when you said Nina Simone's statement on feeling free, I think it was, and it being, absolutely not feeling any fear.
No
you
fear.
Committing yourself to that is like, it makes me nervous because there's so much power in that. And you keep at it, and you really are I really don't give a fuck. I really don't, with a smile. And then it's just like,
it's kind of crazy.
I really don't.
But
it's a good crazy, because it's like you're convinced. You're convinced right now. And nobody's going to knock that for you. And you keep winning, and you're going to keep winning. You're going to keep winning. You're going to keep winning. And you're going to keep growing. I'm so, so proud and so happy about what you just said right now. Like, it's just, it showed so much growth. Not like here, mentally. It showed a lot of growth. And I'm happy that you're reaching that for yourself. I know it's not the end. I know it's just the beginning. But I'm happy that that's the path that you're finding for yourself. And you're building on it. Saphira. Saphira. You're
What?
There's so much. There's so much to say.
Oh wow.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just
No.
It's just not a bad thing. There's something new for you right now. And yeah, there's something new for you right now. And seeing, listen, it's revealing if I continue to speak on it, and I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing to do right now. But I mean, I can say I am from afar, but I'm happy and I'm hopeful and I'm proud of you.
Girl, you are about to make me cry.
I can't.
Thank you, Rip Tissue. Here's the Deani masterpiece.
Wait, go ahead. Finish, Vex.
Yeah, cause
I would like to know.
It was I can cut out all this dead air. It was such a surprise. It was such a necessary lesson. It was a lot of hurt. It was a lot of thankfulness. And I think the most beautiful thing about it all is that I know it's not finished. You know? And it's just, well then what's the next thing is the exciting part. And I'm just super, I mean, just the way you've even done with your brand and how you reimagined it and how you've remained consistent and devoted to it, how you've remained proud of it.
Thank you.
You know, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not easy. And you know, we go through similarities currently. And I'm just like, to imagine that this is somewhat of a norm and how much you've had to thrive through it. And you have.
Yes.
And you have. Your mind is crazy. Your mind is crazy.
I don't have a mind.
You don't have, and I
don't.
think that's the most beautiful part is that you don't, it's like you really are like,
ain't got no sense.
Effortless.
Okay.
like why
No,
not?
it is.
All right, now.
Not effortless.
Thank you. However.
No, but there is a freedom about you.
You stride effortlessly is what I'm saying.
Thank
in
you,
your
guys.
in your turmoil.
There
Like
is
a
a freedom
swan, like a
about you.
dancer you are. Seriously.
And I know you're not going to give that up.
I'm not gonna work.
You're not going to give that up.
Dancing?
No, like the freedom that you have.
Oh no. Never.
You're never going to give that up. That's really
Go
much
ahead,
who you are.
Danny.
I'm waiting for Rebecca to finish.
Yes, let Vex finish.
I will,
I'm
and
sorry.
that's my second.
Thank you.
And my first.
That was.
I'm trying to get through it, guys. I didn't even think about my three. I didn't even think about what I was gonna say when it got to my point, or my turn.
It's even better.
But I will say my third is my sister. Yeah, I never saw my sister as anybody or anything besides, oh, that's Debbie. Like, yeah, I have a sister. She occupies my sibling's slot for sister, you know. But then she got pregnant. She got married. She's dealing with my family and dealing with marriage, dealing with raising a child, having another child, and just seeing her come into her fullness and seeing her, because she's always been kind to her friends, but seeing her be kind to her child and seeing her be kind to her son, and just because I recorded his birthday and just watching back on the footage that I caught and just how like she you know, he's her.
There it is.
He's her.
I can't do it no more.
He's her. He's kind and he's inquisitive and she's kind. She has, it's just, it still hasn't even hit me like really what I'm looking at when I look at my sister. But I think she's doing an amazing job. I think she's a very balanced woman. It's really interesting to finally know what her dreams were and to see that she's accomplished a lot of them already.
Good job.
And just wishing for the best for her and her family because of how she deals with everything. So I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud of her. And I want her to turn around and be proud of me too.
She is.
Help me.
She is. She is.
She really is.
She came to the live show.
Yep.
Well, she'll see footage or she'll just be like, wow, I didn't even know. Like, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh man.
You know, we don't have those conversations because obviously I was who I was a few years ago. And we're both like adulting. Well, we're adulting, and it's just those conversations are different. They mean different now. So it hits different.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are my three. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
That was.
Those are
Bex.
my
Thank
three.
you.
Yo.
Thanks,
For real, for
Bex.
real.
So beautiful.
Sorry, guys.
No,
No.
stop.
Better
Stop
use them
That was
emotions.
apologizing.
You got me
I'm just
feeling
glad you could
emotional.
release, girl.
But
I'm just so happy.
I gotta add,
Oh boy.
Yep, here it comes.
Safira.
Get a seat of that tissue,
I didn't
please.
even. I was
Well, she's cut it
on the
up
low
over here.
radar this year.
Safira. This is not even about career. I'm not talking about career. I'm talking about life, right?
All right.
I'm talking about you literally just sat there and you defined your mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went through and named and listed all these elements and what makes your mother so amazing and a superwoman. A lot of those mirror yourself. So when, I hear you talking about her being a Terminator and, but seriously being a Terminator, but also not bending or breaking. I've never seen you break this year.
Listen.
I've seen you keep your head up. I've seen you stand tall when most people, and I'm not shaming those who would fall because most likely niggas would fall. And that's okay too.
Right.
But to have the strength and the audacity
There's a lot of
to look
audacity.
life in their eye and say, yeah, okay, what else do you have for me?
With a sassy fucking attitude to
No,
go
y'all,
with it.
I had moments.
Right? But
That's
no,
fine.
everybody has moments, but I'm saying you here. You know what I'm saying? And with what I know, about what was going on, normally it's traumatic. It's a traumatic experience. It's something that people probably don't come back from. People, shut down. People don't want to work. People don't want to sit on a podcast and talk. People don't. So having the strength to get out of bed, the first step, is enough for me to claim and say that you are one of the strongest people I know.
Thank you.
Then to have the strength to get up and say, I'm going to therapy. And then to ask your friends, hey, what does therapy look like? What is that, to inquire and actually want to take the next step of doing the work of, not fixing, but altering what you have or, making it a bit better, enhancing what you have. You know what I'm saying? I think it's incredible. It's what being a woman looks like, and you represent that very well. I am appreciative to have you stand here and actually sit and do the work and me watch you do it. But I also want you to know that if anytime you want to fall or anytime you even want to bend,
Please do.
Bend.
Please, just give
Fall.
it to yourself.
but I think it's a highly commendable that you haven't yet.
Thank you, guys. I feel like I have.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Ooh, I just saying that. I saw moments when I have. I feel like I have. I just feel like I owe a lot to my mother. Not to sound cliche, but it's like, how do you do it, sis? Like, my mom is graduating with her doctorate, and man, I don't mean to boast about her, but like,
Go ahead.
how do you do it? Like, how do you do it? And I think that's just what I saw this year. Like, well, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it is time. I felt like maybe the last 3 years of my life not necessarily a blur, but I just feel like I wasn't 100% in the last 3 years of my life. I don't even feel like I was 100% in 2018, but I felt 98% fire. Like, and it just was about time. So I really appreciate you guys recognizing and seeing me in a space of somewhat growth, even though this has really been this is just the tip of the iceberg. But I appreciate your words. I really do. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, we know you ain't gonna cry.
Mary J. Blige.
But yeah,
She the
so
only one.
Thank you guys.
That's beautiful.
that was very,
Very
amazing
nice,
and
guys.
touching.
You guys are so sweet.
Did you go, Gia?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
You did?
Yeah,
Her
she was
Bob
first.
Gretch.
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
Issa.
Issa.
This is a good year, everyone. All of us.
Yes,
It was worth it.
it was a growing
It was crazy.
year.
It was a lot.
This shit was crazy.
It was a lot.
I'm not sold on great, but it was.
I'm not
No,
sold
it
on great
was.
either.
Nigga.
However,
But we grew a lot. Like whether it was personally, career-wise, or whatever. Like I was just thinking today, I moved around a lot, and that's what I wanted at one point. And I had
Yeah.
to stop for a second and be like, "This is what you wanted." And I moved a lot. I was on a plane a lot.
yeah, you were. You were.
And just looking at everybody else, like we literally grew a lot.
I really feel like this was my year of growing up,
Yes.
especially because there were a lot of things. Like there was so much I feel like I neglected to pay attention to in my personal life, in Saphira's world, with my family, with my friends, and that could be from the littlest things of like talking to people a certain way or staying consistent, saying you're going to do something and not seeing it through. I just feel like this year defines how my next 5 years are going to be.
Ooh.
And I think you're saying woo, I'm like, it's that heavy. Like it
Yeah.
was really that heavy for me. Like from looking at relationships in a different light to looking at my career in a different light. What is my career? I think I asked myself a couple of times this year, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's like, bitch, you 28, 29. You grown up.
Still growing up. Though.
But I'm just saying, like, I
Still
feel
growing
like this was a lot of, okay, so you're at this moment in your life. How are you going to take this and turn it into something else for the next 5 years? You can't make the same you can't keep making the same mistakes. You got to move the fuck out. You gotta, like, I just felt like it was a lot of face your shit, look at it, and realize that it stinks, and proceed forward.
Ooh.
I'm still doing that too.
And flush the toilet.
Yeah.
So serious. By the way, I'm very clean and I flush toilets a lot. However, I'm speaking in a
Oh, so
hyper.
you don't do if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
No, and I hate that. I hate that. Don't let me wake up and see if it's yellow, let it mellow.
How we
If
get
it's yellow,
here?
let it
We were
mellow.
doing so well.
If it's white, it's okay.
No, that's
did
I
we
mean,
get
thank
here?
you. Thank you for drinking water.
Transparent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
No, don't leave.
Right. If it doesn't
How the
smell.
fuck did we get
If I'm
here?
peeing at
No.
night,
No,
I
no,
wake
I'm
up-
not
I
letting
ain't
this
for
happen.
nothing. Like,
No, I'm
if
not
I
letting
wake
this
up
happen.
if I wake up in the middle of the night, if I'm peeing, I'm not flushing.
This
I'm
is
going
how
to
we got
sleep.
here from that beautiful
I'm
conversation.
going right back to sleep.
This
Just
is crazy.
listen, guys. Flush the toilet in your lives.
Midnight pee is the best pee.
So I also learned that we
Right.
grew to have ADD.
Uh,
We have.
That was
we,
there from episode 1.
Okay. Well, we're just being honest about it now.
Yeah.
right.
Beautiful ass comments, and then we're gonna go to flush and pee. Y'all are crazy people.
I love y'all though.
I love
I
Yes.
really love y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for anybody who listened with us and like wrote along on our like diary entries,
Ooh, child.
like the
too
fact
much.
that we can listen
Right.
back to 2016 and be like,
Child.
what?
Right.
I feel like
Who was
our
that?
listeners know a lot more about us than people
Oh,
we
yeah.
probably text every
They
day.
be reading the shit out of me.
That's
For
a fact.
sure. Which is why I'm like, if you're dating me, I don't know if you can listen to it because you already have a cheat
You know
code to
everything.
everything.
Right.
Like,
Or
it's
you could
too
be
much.
like, just listen to the show. We'll go on a date in a month.
But then I come to the date not knowing, like, do
Right,
I have
and
a
then
show
he's
to listen
gonna-
about to you?
Yeah, it's
Get
kinda
you a
creepy.
podcast, my
by the way,
guy.
I love jazz too, or fake love shit that he ain't never loved.
Sterling K. Brown, eh?
I'm really a
Get
Disney
you a
buff.
podcast,
right.
beloved.
Look at me. I go to Disney World once a year.
Look at me though.
Look at me.
I mean, what if your
Love
first date's in
Jamaica.
Disney?
Oh,
Where's your first
she's
date at
married.
Disney? Right.
Married.
What?
What if your first date is at Disney?
Oh.
She's out of here.
That's it. That's the Family Matters episode.
That's so fun.
When he,
I feel like every
got
major
married.
black sitcom went to
Every sitcom of the 90s.
every
Boy
sitcom
Meets World.
went to Disney World.
Step by step.
Sister.
Step by step. Shut up.
day by day, fresh start over, different.
Happy
everything.
2018,
You know what
y'all.
that is? Step by step.
It
We
was
are
step
doing
by-
this step by step.
My
close
God.
this
We
out.
are.
Peace by
Peace.
To close this out.
ACE
Go
by
ahead,
PIC.
go ahead,
No,
please.
Puzzle.
It's fine. I'm
Brick by brick. Whitney Houston
Oh, so you gonna
version.
join in after?
Day by
day.
Oh
day.
my God.
Dude, that's the
Jesus.
Whitney Houston
I'm
version.
gonna pray for us more. in
Brick by brick.
2019.
No.
To finish the episode out, this is another question from Gia, but I think we should just make it short and just do one word. What we hope 2019 brings for Black women. One word. Or a sentence.
Damn, I see that question.
Or a sentence. Or a sentence.
That's heavy.
I said black women and then ourselves.
What you say?
What do we
I
see?
said black women and ourselves.
Say
Well,
it
yeah.
again.
Well, I said Black women.
What is it now?
What we hope 2019 brings for Black women and each of us individually was what the full sentence was. I was just saying Black women generally. I would say for me, which I think goes for myself as well, if I had to say anything, it would be opportunity. Opportunity and living on the opportunity and actually doing it. Opportunity for Black women is something that's starting to be a norm, but I'm ready for it to not be a conversation anymore and it just be what it is.
I like that.
Honey.
Next.
Bexalita.
No, not ready.
Giaita.
Jilita.
I would say I hope it would bring validity to Black women in 2019, myself and everybody that I know, every Black woman that I know. A lot of times we seek to be validated, but I want us to start validating ourselves. I want us to know that we deserve to be in these spaces. We need to be in these spaces. We don't need other people to give us the okay, she's good, check
bless.
mark. We can do it on our own. You spoke about Ashley, who did it herself and also created more spaces for Black
other people.
spaces
Yep.
for
Oh,
Black
yes.
people
Yes.
to it's funny because it's literally a table, right?
Yeah.
And it's bringing as many chairs as she wants to the table because she bought that table.
Okay,
She literally bought that table. She bought those chairs. She told everybody, hey, bring yourself to this table and let's have this discussion. This is another Black space where we can discuss stuff and also find ourselves, we are valid. Our opinion matters. You know, what our thoughts and what we've learned in our experiences matter. So I want you to know that Black women and Black women. And that means my friends, that means y'all, that means family, that means everybody.
That means you.
I want us to, including myself, to know that you are enough. You literally do the work. As long as you do the work, you will always be enough. If you aren't enough for that person, you aren't for that person. You aren't for that opportunity. You weren't for that job. You weren't for that career. You weren't for whatever you're going for if you weren't enough to them. You are enough to you. I just want you to stop. I'm talking to myself at this point. I want you to stop seeking I can't even say validity in other people, but most importantly because this year has been the most craziest year for me as far as opinions and watching legends, hip hop DJ legends talk down on me is crazy to me, but to see them have an opinion on me that is so low for me tells me that I can't find or seek validity in those people. You can't, because they will shut you down. They will shoot you down, and they'll do it because that's what makes them happy. Not necessarily it's true. It's never true. It's just what makes them sleep at night. especially if they're threatened. So make sure you know and understand that people are going to be threatened by you. They're going to want to do these things. They're going to want to shoot you down. They're going to want to hold you back. They're going to want to speak or spread dirt or throw dirt on your name because of what you're doing and how focused you are about yourself. So I want you to know that you don't have to seek it with them. Seek it within yourself. Just do the work. That's it.
Yep.
I'd say for 2019, I would like to see every black woman be loved the way that she should be loved. Everyone.
Ooh, that is a summary of your year.
However, for Saphira, for 2019, I am going to focus.
Come on now.
Baby, can you
Focus.
That's it.
on me.
Cause I got bills. I got
To pay.
people rooting for me.
Watching you.
me. So
Inspired by
I just
you.
need to be focused.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no distractions.
Are you that girl who be carrying the bag up them steps on social media? That's you.
Walking into 2019, that's me. Walking into 2019, leaving behind, and then the words are falling. So the
Fuck
words
it.
falling from leaving behind.
Hate you.
Fuck boys. That's me.
Fuck
Fuck
boys.
me. Carrying a bag,
I hate you, Rebecca.
stepping onto books,
Right.
marriage, children.
Yeah.
You know, that's
God
me.
bless.
Right.
God bless.
That's who I want to be. Right.
No.
Gia Peppers
That's
or
it.
Bex? Who's up?
I don't want to be last, so I'll go.
Oh.
It's weighty. I don't want to be the closing remark.
What is this, church?
Because Gia can close it out, okay?
So much.
Come on, close it out.
I would say for all women, black women, all black women, because
Why did you say?
I feel
She
bad
questions-
keeping them out, but we got to focus.
Shit.
Child, it's only.
Nigga.
For all black women, I want them to be happy, because to be happy means you've done a lot of work to earn happiness and to be at that point for yourself. To let go of a lot of shit to allow more space for happiness and happiness with yourself in order to see more things for yourself and things that yourself does not need. For myself, I want to surprise myself. I actually said that to my my therapist, that my word for 2019 is surprise with the exclamation point.
We're having a baby. We're getting married.
Not that kind of surprise, just more like
leaps.
Like, you would have never done this. You would have talked yourself out of it. You would have took the easy route. You would have not had the conversation. You would have tucked away that emotion. But no, you surprise myself. Surprise myself.
Come on,
Yeah.
surprise.
That's what I want to continue doing, is being like, I'm different. Surprise.
Oh, sis, you
And
different,
enjoy
all
that.
right, and we love it.
You different. Yeah,
You different.
Go ahead, Gia. Close it out.
Good.
Close it out.
So, I would say I want all black women to believe, and it doesn't have to be in something that is like something that's as weighty and lofty as faith or God, because sometimes it is overwhelming to people to enter into a place of space, a space of faith. But I always say try God, but believe in themselves, from like the core of their being to the top of their heads to the tip of their toes. Like, I want every black woman to know that she knows that she knows that she knows that she can do all things, and that she's capable and already filled with anything that she might need to accomplish whatever it is that she puts her mind to. I think a lot of us are used to supporting and not necessarily being the people that we want to be. So I think that it's time for a lot of us to get off the sidelines and into the ring. And I think it's a lot of work that we have to do to get there. But I say, like, if you start with belief in yourself, and if you start trying to, even like everyone was saying, like, speak life over what you actually want to do, and not being afraid of saying, oh well, I said I was going to do this, and if it doesn't happen, then I fail. That's not necessarily a true thing. It's just how, like Scotty was saying, how life happens. So I think, and especially for myself, I want to get back to, I remember you guys used to make fun of me for like, you're just so like, all like confident and just like so like out there with what I believe, and I miss those qualities about myself. So for me, I would say getting back to believing in myself 100,000% to the point where it's not even like a question. I think the things that I've been able to do were all a result of how much I believed in myself, and I think the things that I'm doing now are like carrying over from the past belief, and now I'm like, all right, let me make sure that like I can believe. I'm going to need an even stronger faith and belief in myself to go where I see myself going. So yeah, just exercising that muscle of faith and belief. Even if you gotta start believing in Santa Claus again, sis, dude. Like, that's why I don't want to like ever bust people's kids' bubbles about Santa or anything imaginary, because that is a muscle that you have to learn how to use. Imagination leads to believing in things you don't see, and believing in things that you don't see is faith. And that opens to the point where you're in college and you're in your dorm room by yourself and no one is talking to you and you can't understand things, and you're like, wait, there's God. And then that leads you to other things. So I'm just like, dreaming is such a huge part of like childhood, and I think people's dreams get crushed too quickly, and you have to relearn how to dream. So that's why I say believe. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, just try it, see what happens. So yeah, believing in God, believing in yourself. And if you got the tooth fairy, why not? Bring her back. Put some money under your pillow, sis. Do your thing. Yeah. But yeah, I think I just want to say to our listeners, and I'm sure all of us can say, we don't know where we would be without you. No. Like, there is no Black Girl Pod without y'all. If anything, we would be talking to ourselves in a mic room, and just, I mean, the combos would be funny. We'd have a great time. But for you guys to come up to us on the street and say, like, we love you, like, wild. Every single time someone comes up to me, it's always overwhelming. So I'm just like, thank you for seeing us. Like I always say, validating our stories and our voices, and relating to us, and allowing us to have this platform, because we got some plans for 2019. We coming bigger in 2019. Bigger and better. And we branding.
Thank you for holding us accountable when we need to be held accountable. Thank you for helping us grow this podcast. Your DMs, your responses, your tweets, your comments have literally helped each and every one of us grow in some way or another. You've helped this podcast grow. You've helped us individually grow. Thank you for just being a continued light on all of us. That's good. Literally. I say this to everyone that messages me. That means the absolute world to me, and I'm sure it means the absolute most to the rest of the girls as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for every reach out.
Thank you. I'm going to say sorry to those who have DM'd me that I haven't responded to yet. You're so famous. I don't like sending back, oh my God, thank you so much. That's not going to cut it for me, and I'm sure it won't cut it for you. I just need to be in a space where I can really speak to you and give you a genuine response. So don't be mad if I haven't responded. Trust me, it's still there. It's just I want to give you the best of me when I do reconnect. So, but thank you for your messages.
Ditto, retweet. I am the same. Thank you. Yes. Y'all, 2019.
I suck at it. Please, please, no. Sometimes, please no. I love y'all.
Just no.
I'm just not good at it.
But
yes, I love y'all. We love y'all.
Yes.
Thank you for another year.
Of
listening to
2 years.
This is incredible.
Wow.
2 years.
Happy holidays, whatever that is for you. Happy New Year. We hope you bring it in the way
that you want.
Whatever that looks like.
with Alicia and her fine ass
Or
man
you can do
friends.
that too at my party on December 30th at Angels Earth in Newark.
Friend.
Fine ass friends.
Yeah.
Sorry about a
Male
Man
and
friends.
female.
Kid
Male
it.
and
Man, oh, women friends too. They be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
We love y'all.
Oh, God.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa New Year.
I'm scared to see what 2019, the end
gonna
of
be
the
great.
2019 conversation is gonna look
we
like.
are gonna be.
Didn't we just say no fear? We
No,
ain't got nothing to
I
be
was
scared
just
of.
thinking the unknown is always gonna be fearful. That shit is weird, but
gonna be beautiful.
I'm interested to
Exciting.
find out how that's gonna look.
It's gonna be beautiful.
2019 niggas gonna be 29.
Married and pregnant. I'm just playing.
Oh, that's Rebecca.
Why are you pointing to me?
Why not? That could be anybody at this
It
table.
could actually be anybody.
It could be anybody.
9 months
could
is
be.
not
Going
not
to be
12
me.
months.
Why are you shooting at
not.
people?
Prince Charming could be outside the door right now.
Come on in, Prince Charming.
Come on in, my Barack.
Barack.
Michelle, oh, we'll speak on it another day. All right, love y'all.
Happy New
Please
Year.
keep talking, Michelle. Keep talking.
Keep talking,
Keep
please.
talking.
That hot shit you was saying.
Michelle.
Michelle got the hot 15, 16.
Listen.
Prince Charming right through
that door. With the North Face on. Your
And he
Prince
shall
Charming
appear.
Brooklyn.
might have a North Face on.
That's true.
No.
No, it's
so
down.
way.
Black ass
I'm
down.
down,
Just
right.
kidding, y'all. We got another 40 minutes. I'm just
All right.
No, we will.
We going commercial free.
We
Hey.
can definitely edit this out, guys.
Okay.
No, we were having fun.
I mean, no, we can't because
All
we're
right.
the 5 girls from Hot 97.
Or that.
I'm Scotty
Happy
Beam.
New
I'm
Year.
Sapira.
I'm Bex Francois.
I'm Alicia P.
I'm Gia Peppers.
And
Happy New
we're
Year.
Happy holidays.
See you in 2019.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Ngao.